behind that, one leg out, and took a dump right there on the floor, and then stood up and continued shopping like nothing happened.
Okay, I saw that video. I couldn't tell what was happening. Do you want that? It's so tiny.
No, it's too tiny.
Okay. I couldn't tell what was happening.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
I can't find this email.
I got it.
You do?
Hold on. Oh, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
This is from 3/25/2016. So that
Wait, who left
for it to you?
Did anybody quit around that time?
It was anyone. You'd have to now cross-reference. Was anyone let go from iHeart shortly thereafter?
Or about to leave?
You want this?
Sure,
forward it to me, too. I'd love to see it
I
again.
mean, I don't know if I can read this. I've been told not to ever bring this up, but it's been years now. It's 3.5 years later. I think you can let the poop out of the bag, right?
Send it over here.
But the way it's worded
is what?
It's gold. I sent to you. It's called Incident.
I know. That's what I keep.
That's the title of the subject of the email.
I keep searching for incidents.
No, that's all you have to do. It's in the title.
My email won't go back that far.
I've got to take a break. We'll be right back.
Rover's Morning Glory. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Did you know that there's a Christmas tradition that started in a gas station? Well, it's the Hess Toy Trucks, and it's been around for nearly half a century. We'll bring you their story in this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Mom, Dad, let's talk. Before you know it, I'm out of here. I want to go to college. Or start a business. My allowance ain't gonna cut it. Ooh, sorry I said ain't.
The UNest app puts smart investing tools right in the palm of your hand. And with the UNest gifting link, friends and family can contribute to your child's account. Start investing today. Download the UNest app from the App Store or Google Play. See terms and conditions at unest.co. That's UNEST.co.
The only place in America where interest rates are going down is International Diamond Center. And due to overwhelming response, IDC is extending our free finance offer through Christmas Eve. So you can make any holiday jewelry purchase, get the unbeatable no middleman price we're famous for, and spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest, zero finance charges. So that $6,000 piece of designer jewelry is just $100 a month. That $3,000 pair of diamond hoop earrings, just $50 a month. And if you're getting engaged this holiday season, you can take advantage of this to get the designer ring of their dreams. Thousands of new rings to choose from. This Christmas, we know every dollar counts. And at IDC, we've got a fantastic collection of timeless gifts to fit any budget with expert guidance from our non-commissioned experts. Ask about instant savings, 20 to 40% on select hand-picked items as well, as we continue to break all the rules. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard in Port St. Lucie. On approved credit.
Nancy Grace here. Big news. Brand new cold case podcast, Zone 7 with Cheryl McCollum. You get to work a cold case with investigator Cheryl McCollum, family members, detectives, trusted criminal justice pros who make up her, quote, Zone 7.
This ain't just a podcast, honey, but a war room.
Listen to Zone 7 with Cheryl McCollum now on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Todd is in love.
Sarah, I've never felt this way before.
But he's about to find out that sometimes when you chase after love,
I'm moving to Paris.
you've got to step on the gas. Because this isn't your classic holiday rom-com. It's a Nissan event ad.
Wait, what?
Featuring a powerful performance by Nissan Rogue.
Oh, come on.
Todd?
I'm coming with you.
Get 2.59% APR financing for 36 months on Rogue.
Get your heart racing at Nissan's Thrill of the Drive event.
Availability is limited. Shop at your local Nissan store or at nissanusa.com.
Don't let true love or these offers slip away.
For well-qualified buyers, 2.59% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Nissan Rogue and dealer stock. Example, 0 down payment, 36 months financing at $28.90 per month per $1,000 financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect price set by dealer. Dealer sets actual price. Contact dealer for details. Ends 1/3/23.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
No one has the same favorites as you. From the stations you love, to the podcasts you binge, to the artists you can't live without. Download the free iHeartRadio app and hear what you want, when you want, for free.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
This message is for the guy who isn't perfect in the bedroom. And let's be honest, who is? Maybe the issue is getting it up or keeping it up. Or maybe it's finishing too soon. If any of these performance hiccups sound familiar to you, don't sweat it. Hims can help. At 4hims.com, you can go online and get clinically proven prescription medication that treats these issues, prescribed for you, if appropriate, by licensed medical providers. And the medication is shipped free to your door in discreet packaging. Plus, Hims gives you unlimited follow-up visits with medical providers. No one's perfect in the bedroom every time, but with Hims, you can get a lot closer than before, and chances are your partner will agree.
To get started today, go to 4hims.com/perfect. That's 4hims.com/perfect for your free visit. FORHIMS.com/PERFECT.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Center lanes blocked. Northbound 95, just north of bound 95, just on the south side of Forest Hill Boulevard. That one's off to the right shoulder. And an accident on the Turnpike southbound by Lake Worth Road with the lane blocked as well. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Once upon a time, a tornado ripped through an Alabama community. But we'll bring you the story of a family who lost their house, but didn't lose their home. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse.
Yes.
Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, you're in The Penthouse on a Wednesday as we get closer to Christmas and the guy with the red suit. If you are celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah and enjoy it. A lot going on today in Boca. First day for the Bright Line train. Going to be going choo-choo, baby. At 11:45, we got your chance to win tickets for ZZ Top. That's right, ZZ Top for a ho-ho-ho contest. If you think you could ho really good, get ready at 11:45. And Christmas version of WWGD. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Well, hello, and good morning, Jimmy. Good morning, G. And hello, good morning to you. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Thank you for my gift, Francis.
Yeah, of
Appreciate
course,
that.
of course.
Will you be in tomorrow? Because I have something.
I will be
Good.
here.
Okay.
Yes,
Great.
yes,
Thank
of course.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and thank you, G-Man, for my gift. I appreciate it.
No
We're
problem.
saying thank yous around here.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah. He said, okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Already mad. I don't even do anything yet. Just give me a minute.
I give you 30 seconds.
Just started.
Hold on. The button is on. Yes, microphone is on. And
Let's
angry
So since we're talking about gifts, I'm going to bring something up. What is the length of time if you give somebody a gift or drop it off that if they don't respond or even, and I mean a text, which is minimum, that you should wait to call them or text them and say, hey, did you get my gift? What do you guys think?
The length of time before, like, nobody's, like, acknowledged.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and did you gave it to them personally? Like, how did they receive it? I'm sorry.
There's 3 people individuals, and I gave it to them.
Okay, so at the time when you handed it to them, they didn't say thank you?
No, they weren't at their desk.
Oh, okay.
I sent them emails and I
Okay.
said, hey, this is it. And
Got
then,
it.
And then another gentleman, I gave it to his associate, and he said, I'll give it to him. Now, him, maybe he didn't get it.
Okay, but the
they've all-
person that you left on the desk,
Yeah.
are they maybe some who kind of like here, don't come to work all the time, work from home? Maybe they didn't go to the office
Yeah,
yet?
what's the probability that you know they possess it and they know that it's there? That's because that matters. If
Sure.
they don't, then obviously that's the answer to that.
I checked, and they were both at work. And it's been a week.
Okay.
So I was going to text them today and say, hey, did you get the gift I dropped off? It's been like 7 days.
I think that's okay just to say, hey, did you receive the gift? Or I went by your office, I left a gift, I just wanted to make sure it's there.
And if you didn't...
I think that's fine. I mean, it's not like you're being accusatory of them being like, hey, I can't believe. Just be like, hey, I just wanted to make sure you guys received. I dropped off a little Christmas gift on your desk.
I would agree with that because somebody could have swiped it.
Yeah.
And if they say yes, then I say... No respect?
Then that's when you go
that's
at
when
it.
Greek kicks in.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
of course,
when you get
it's
at
not
it.
about the gift you give, it's about the gift you get.
I'm not getting anything. Special thanks to my friend Mike last night who picked up dinner. Mike, you're a sweetheart. You didn't have to do that. You're a real gem. No, I think after, to me, like 3-4 days, you should just acknowledge. And then you don't have to
Of
call
course,
them.
if you know that they received it, I mean, yeah, there should be a thank you, even if it's just a text message. I do agree with that.
Minimum. Yeah, that's a minimum.
Yeah.
Actually, to me, scratch it off the list.
Yeah, and I think if they're weak, you don't even respond. I mean, that's nothing. And if they say, yeah, I meant to get to you, but I didn't, to me, it's not, you don't even care then. Like, what the hell did I even go out and do it for you? I did it for you because, obviously...
I expected a thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only reason. Or gifts.
I don't want to give. In and out of the park. You should respect. Anybody gives you anything, you should always thank them. I'm sorry. That's the way I was raised. I think that's just proper.
Even when it's unsolicited?
Absolutely.
Yeah, even if it's unsolicited.
Even if it's unsolicited.
Yeah, you should
I
say
think
thank
you
you.
should say thank
the
you,
mob.
too.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's unsolicited, if somebody just gave
There
me
you
something.
go. Uncle Tony bought you a little something here.
Hey,
Don't
Greek.
forget about Uncle Tony in the future, right?
Yeah. I had a guy the other night slap me in the face. He goes, Greek, you don't age. There you go, a little something for you. I go, I don't smoke these, but I'll take them. I said, you guys are in Boca now?
Jeez. Expanding, huh? Like they weren't already.
What are you, Chipotle? What are you, Chipotle? You're all over the place.
What is that?
Chipotle. You know that restaurant?
Oh, Chipotle.
Yeah, whatever.
Chipotle.
Whatever.
Chipotle.
It's actually pretty close. I wasn't going to bust his balls.
Oh, no.
It was pretty
Chipotle.
close for him.
I thought it was Italian. Chipotle. I said cannolis at Chipotle.
Notice he didn't say Olive Garden.
True.
Jimmy's like, you got pretty close. I didn't want to go there.
Sometimes we let it slide, when it's that close.
Yeah, you just have to. 877-927-6969. If you have a take on this or any question for us this week, you can call us. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. And you could also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. So, yeah, I think if you drop something off, you should, acknowledge it or something. A week's long. And I'm not saying a day, but like a day, you should be okay. Like there was a gentleman the other day, bought me a box of cigars. Way too nice, way too friendly. I mean, just great guy. As soon as I got him, I texted him in 2 seconds. I said, you didn't have to do this. This is crazy.
Yeah, one of our reps, Susan, she dropped by a very nice bottle of bourbon for me. We were on the air. It was last Friday, as a matter of fact. And but so I couldn't speak to her because it was, literally while we were on the air. But I sent her an email after I got it.
That's right.
She's a doll.
She's so nice.
An email isn't much, but it was at least letting you know, hey, I did get it. Thank you very much. It was very kind of you.
Yeah.
And at that time I didn't open it up, and I opened it when I got home, and it was a very nice bottle of bourbon. So, again, very grateful and very nice. So, within that day, as much. And I agree with you on that. But the only thing is like what Franny said is, did they get it? Did somebody steal it? It's understandable.
Yeah, acknowledgement
you
is necessary. Reciprocating with a gift is not. And I know sometimes you feel like that. But yeah, I would absolutely just shoot them a text and just be like, hey, I went by earlier this week. I just wanted to make sure you received it.
Yeah, and if they say, I got it last week.
And then you can pull a Greek on them and do what you want.
Camera's on, by the way.
That's right. Check it out.
Yeah. Monroe's Palm Beach. What's up, Real TV?
New Year's Eve. Make your plans now.
Reminder, the camera's on.
Go to our website, Real TV, and you can see Franny, Jimmy, and the Greek. And I acknowledge people who are not emailing or texting back, selfish bastards.
I'm actually going to be going to a steakhouse tonight for a very nice dinner. I'm really excited about it.
I know.
I know.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but
I know. So it's funny. I was on
we're sitting at the same table.
I was on a couple group texts. So I was on one with you, and then I was on with my girlfriend Nina, who worked at this establishment. I say the place should have been called Nina's because she worked there for so long.
It's not.
But they do these things once a month, and I always get an invite, and I don't. And my husband was the one who found out through Nina. He's like, we're going. And I was like, okay, I guess we're going. So it's the holidays. One of those, if it normally on like a Wednesday night, I'd be like, no, it's kind of late. I can't. But the holidays, it's just, you just throw blank to the wind,
Tomorrow
right?
you could come in at 11.
Perfect, thanks. I'll be here on time, don't you worry.
So, Jimmy, you have, this is a bit of a debate for a long time with a lot of people about this movie, and everybody, as years gone on, I think more and more people slam the woman of this role.
What are we talking about?
Well, James Cameron said he wants to end the debate over the door scene from Titanic, and he has alleged scientific study to back him up. In a recent interview, Cameron said he had a forensic analysis done on a replicated version of the famous moment, noting that he wanted to put the whole thing to rest and drive a stake through its heart once and for all. The scene is, of course, the one where DiCaprio's character Jack dies from hypothermia in the icy waters while Kate Winslet Rose survives after lying on a piece of wooden debris. Fans have debated for decades whether both of the characters could have survived on the raft. Cameron said the study, which was done with the help of a hypothermia expert, concluded only one person could have made it out alive. Bullcrap. They allegedly took two stunt people who were the same body mass of Kate and Leo and put sensors all over them, all over and inside and on the piece of wood and everything. They put them in icy water and tested it to see whether they could have survived through a variety of methods, and the answer was there was no way they both could have survived. Only one would have been able to. That's about as vague as a CNN report. Cameron also said he still doesn't regret writing Jack's tragic death, saying, quote, no, he needed to die. It's a movie about love and sacrifice and mortality. The love is measured by the sacrifice.
Oh, boy.
So I guess the love is only measured by death. What a sick bastard. So that's a scientific study. They put two people about the same size onto a piece of board and said that only one would have been able to make it up there. I ain't buying that.
Did you see? I sent you that little video of the frogs, and the one was trying to get on.
I didn't.
I thought you laughed at it. It was a little thing, and there's
Maybe
like
I did.
There's
I
like
just don't
frogs like
recall it.
floating on a lily pad, and another frog's trying to get on, and the one frog's kicking him off with his leg, and they're saying it's a recreation of the Titanic.
Yeah, she got beat up for that.
Oh, big time. And it's like, hell, it's not Kate Winslet's fault.
No,
she's doing the acting.
She gets paid for what they told her to do. She does. I mean, I think Cameron is the one who's a little bit the scumbari.
Speaking of James Cameron, all right, so Avatar is out, right? And I
Oh
did
my
hear.
goodness! Did you see the numbers on that?
Well, the numbers are pretty well, but did you see how much they got to make? They got to make $2 billion
To break even.
Yeah,
Really? Oh, it cost them that much? I didn't see that.
$2 billion.
Well,
for
they're
a
on their
flick.
way.
Yeah, it is insane.
James Cameron, long-awaited sequel Avatar: The Way of the Water collected $134 million in its North American box office debut, affirming the public's interest in Pandora and providing a needed boost to movie theaters. Overseas, the sci-fi epic brought in $301 million. This is just for the weekend, so their total weekend tally was $435 million. Those ticket sales marked the third biggest global opening weekend in pandemic times, following Doctor Strange and Spider-Man No Way Home, which made $600 million globally and $442 million globally.
They said that they missed expectations for the box office.
Yeah,
especially here. Yeah, domestically, they were not happy with the numbers.
It's not great if they need $2 billion.
Yeah.
$134 million is bad. How about that, huh?
They predicted 175 is what they predicted.
Yeah, exactly. The first Avatar opened in 2009 with $77 million domestically, but the film enjoyed unparalleled staying power, holding the number one spot for 7 weeks in a row and continuing to draw audiences for months. Again, that was the original. That ended up making $292 billion globally, the first one. So I've heard nothing but rave reviews about the first one, and it's only been open for 1 weekend. We'll see if it stays in the box office for as long as the first one did, and if it brings in that much money. But it was $2 billion to make that, huh? Damn.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
That's a lot of computers.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. It's a lot of blue
Well,
paint.
and everybody, he had an interview, and it's really interesting. It's like, all right, so he could foresee this was going to happen because everybody was like, what took so long? Why did it take forever for you to do a sequel? And he said that the technology wasn't there that he thought he needed or wanted for a sequel, even though the first one was so mind-blowing to so many people. Yeah, and I don't know if it's just, just him blowing some smoke or whatever.
You think that's hype to get people out to see it?
Maybe.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, he was just waiting for the certain technology, but even though, did he know what technology was supposed to be out of it this many years later? So that was his reason behind it.
He has a tremendous amount of juice, obviously, with the studio, because that's a lot of money just to break even.
Oh,
That's intriguing, though.
Yeah.
Makes me want to see what this technology is that he needed in order to produce something.
No, they say it's supposed to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And shame on me, I haven't even seen the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, okay.
No.
I think
No.
you'll like it.
So I
you'll
think,
like
yeah.
it. I kind of know your taste enough
Yeah.
to say that I think that you would like it.
I think I would, but I think before I watch, and I don't know, is it a true sequel? Is this a follow up from the first one? So does it make sense for me to watch the first one and then go into the second one? I don't know.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. And they already have a date. I believe it's December of 2024 for the next installment.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So he's doing 3.
So they already have another one. In
They
the
might
works. I
put
think
the-
they're doing 4. I think he's already, since he decided on this one, I think he was like, all right, gonna bring it out 3 and a 4.
Yeah.
I think so.
Might put the brakes on that if he doesn't make the $2 billion.
Yeah, I mean, but like Jimmy said, the first one's 75, and it's one of the highest grossing movies ever.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the same thing. Maybe it'll just take some time. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure the first one didn't take as much financially to make as this one. And that was years ago, and obviously technology was different.
But it was also the technology at the time. People were mind blown by it,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I'm sure if you look it up, you find out how much it made.
Yeah,
I mean, what was
of
the
course,
break
how much it costs.
Yeah. I mean, if $2 billion is the break even, I mean, that's a lot of money. I'm not saying they can't do it worldwide, but it's going to take some time. And I mean,
that number seems god awful high for the making of a movie.
Yeah, it does. It seems very high. It is the Penthouse, and it is Christmas week, and Happy Hanukkah again. We're going to come back with this day in history, and we're going to come back with a trifecta, and we're going to talk about a sports team that got sold for a lot of money again. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
There's very few cases where your name becomes something good.
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah, Pee Wee Herman, you're not good. Talk about a turnaround, man. You got to wait.
Because I think, okay, yeah, I've masturbated in public and didn't get caught. That sucks that it happened to Pee Wee Herman.
What was that?
Wait, what?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beach's Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by The Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
This is Lisa Booth. Is Joe Biden the most compromised president in history? We'll ask incoming House Oversight Chairman James Comer. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Healthy Cell is a nutrition supplement that helps with staying focused, strengthening immune systems, boosting brain power, and staying asleep at night. Healthy Cell is not like other vitamins where you struggle to swallow large pills. It's an ingestible gel that you can swallow or add to your smoothies. Healthy Cell combines all the essential vitamins and minerals you need, made especially for people who struggle with swallowing pills. Go to HealthyCell.com and use limited time code RADIO for 20% off your first order. HealthyCell.com, code RADIO.
Swan dive or cannonball, backyard or beach. Meet Hampton Water, the world's favorite rosé. Born in France, raised in the Hamptons, ready to be enjoyed anywhere, no matter what the occasion. Hampton Water. Make a splash. Rosé responsibly.
Attention. If you have a current insurance plan, you are eligible to receive up to 8 COVID-19 tests shipped to your home or business each month, absolutely free. Per the current government mandate, U.S.-based insurers are now required to cover at-home COVID testing kits every month with no out-of-pocket fees to you. Just visit getyourfreetest.com to begin the registration process. When completed, Tiero Health, a trusted source for next-generation healthcare, will submit a claim to your insurance provider. Your 8 monthly tests will ship directly to your home or business for free. Go to getyourfreetest.com. There's no deductible and no copay. COVID-19 and its variants are still here, so give yourself peace of mind by registering you and your family for free time-sensitive tests today. Visit getyourfreetest.com to register from the comfort of your own home. That's getyourfreetest.com to receive 8 COVID-19 tests shipped to you at no cost. Just visit getyourfreetest.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka, and it's the holidays and New Year's. And what are you going to bring to the next party? Bring some Tito's Handmade Vodka. It goes good with anything and makes any party a lot better. 2022 is almost done, and you want to end it on a good note. So make sure you bring Tito's Handmade Vodka. I'm sure it's on everybody's list. Peace!
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike Cigar Lounge.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
Hayes the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
The only place in America where interest rates are going down is International Diamond Center. And due to overwhelming response, IDC is extending our free finance offer through Christmas Eve. So you can make any holiday jewelry purchase, get the unbeatable no middleman price we're famous for, and spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest, zero finance charges. So that $6,000 piece of designer jewelry is just $100 a month. That $3,000 pair of diamond hoop earrings, just $50 a month. And if you're getting engaged this holiday season, you can take advantage of this to get the designer ring of their dreams. Thousands of new rings to choose from. This Christmas, we know every dollar counts. And at IDC, we've got a fantastic collection of timeless gifts to fit any budget with expert guidance from our non-commissioned experts. Ask about instant savings, 20 to 40% on select hand-picked items as well, as we continue to break all the rules. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard in Port St. Lucie. On approved credit.
Come celebrate this holiday season with your Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers January Stocking Stuffer Pass has come to town. Get access to all 6 January Florida Panther home games for just $149. Available while supplies last. Visit floridapanthers.com/offers for ticketing information. That's floridapanthers.com/offers. Go Cats!
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. Don't miss our weekend special. Save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. Queen, now only $19.99. Ends Thursday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Hayes the Greek, your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
To hear good old-fashioned storytelling, listen to Red Pilled America, where this week we tell the remarkable story of how a 1,500-year-old saint transformed into the jolly old soul from the North Pole. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
We have a car fire with 2 right lanes blocked. This is 95 southbound, just on the south side of North Lake Boulevard. You've got backups going on in the area. Also, a crash on the northbound exit ramp, 95 to eastbound PGA Boulevard, though that one is off to the shoulder. And then had a crash on the turnpike southbound by Lake Worth Road. Looks like that one's getting cleared away. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The FTX crypto story continues, and just wait until you hear what the regulators have in store next. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What's the difference between a spare tire and 365 used rubbers? One's a good year, one's a great year.
Hey, this is Granny. Greg, what do you call a smiling Roman soldier with a piece of hair stuck between his front teeth? He's a gladiator, honey.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Happy holidays, everybody. From all of us to all of you, lots of good luck, good health, and a very good year in 2023. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it's time for This Day in History and Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Sad news earlier this morning. Franco Harris passed away from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Young, very young guy. 4 Super Bowls, Hall of Famer with the Steelers. And Sunday night, the Steelers are playing the Raiders, and they were going to retire his jersey. And he passed away. Very sad.
Very sad.
Again, he always seemed to be a great guy. A lot of interviews with him. It was always at the Hall of Fame celebration. Great career. Like I said, 4 Super Bowl titles with the Steelers. He passed away last night. So sorry to see that. Boca Bowl last night. Toledo 21-19. Not a great game and not a lot of people there. I think there was more people last night at New York Prime, to be honest with you. They got to start putting teams that I think people are going to come out locally and see. But it wasn't another bowl game, but the attendance was not great. And the Knicks, break up the Knicks. They've won 8 in a row. My God, I can't think of the last time I've said that. Knicks won 8 in a row. They beat the Warriors last night without Steph Curry. The Warriors are one of the worst teams in the NBA, even though they're champs on the road. They never win. And I believe the Knicks won 132-94. They blew out the Warriors. And also, the Masters tournament has decided they're going to let the guys who play with Liv to participate in the Masters tournament.
Really?
Wow. Holy smokes.
Interesting.
That came out last night. I was surprised, but there is a lot of guys, and they want the top-level competition. But this is what I read last night, that the Masters is going to let the guys who played.
Wow.
Because that is part of the PGA Tour, and I thought
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's,
well, then that makes sense.
It's separate. But they also thought because the Masters tournament is so much tradition and everything like that for years that they were
all right. So
I'm still surprised.
Then because I know the PGA is the one who's like anybody who's part of Live, they don't want anything to do with. So now that kind of makes more sense to me. I wasn't aware about the Masters.
Yeah, but like I said, the Masters has so much tradition that people just assumed they were going to be like, no, we don't want you.
Okay.
Like their influence would have enough on it that they would keep those guys out.
So I found it to be odd, but who knows? Maybe they're going to combine, together the LIV and the PGA. I don't know. It's really benefited the golfers tremendously financially, the ones that went over there, and also the PGA guys because the purses have gone up since of Live was developed. We'll see what happens. Either way, none of these guys are going to have to start a GoFundMe page for. And in Broca today, Brightline has their first running. So if you want to get down to the Boca Station, it's running. I know somebody.
And Aventura.
And Aventura, too. Somebody I know who was going to work was taking it today. They were very excited. And that is your first trifecta of the day. Now we're going to turn it over to Jimmy for This Day in History.
On this day in history.
timeline goes back to 158 years ago today. In 1864, General William Sherman captured Savannah during the March to the Sea in the Civil War. 131 years ago today, in 1891, 30-year-old James Naismith introduces the first game of basketball. He had a group of 18 kids at a YMCA, and during the winter months, he had to keep them occupied. He nailed 2 peach baskets at the end of each end of a gym and gave them a soccer ball and told them the object was to put the ball in the opponent's peach basket, and the rest is history. 124 years ago today, in 1898, having recently discovered polonium, future Nobel Prize winner Marie and Pierre Curie discovered the radioactive chemical element radium, a silver white metal that would be used to treat cancer. 108 years ago today, in 1914, the first feature-length silent film comedy, Tilly's Punctured Romance, was released, starring Marie Dressler, Mabel Normand, and Charlie Chaplin. 85 years ago today, 1937, a classic animated show, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, premiered, establishing Walt Disney as one of the world's most innovative and creative movie makers. 54 years ago today, 1968, Apollo 8, the first manned mission to the moon, is successfully launched from Cape Canaveral with astronauts Frank Borman, James Lovell Jr., and William Anders. 52 years ago today, in 1970, rock star Elvis Presley is greeted at the White House by President Richard M. Nixon. Presley's visit was not just a social call. He wanted to meet Nixon in order to offer his services in the government's war on drugs. They met in the garden, only after a brief visit in the ghetto, on their way to Viva Las Vegas.
Nice.
51 years ago today, 1971, the United Arab Emirates is formed. The union of 6 Gulf kingdoms, to which a 7th was soon added, created a small state with an outsized role in the global economy. 34 years ago today, 1988, a tragic day, Pan Am Flight 103 from London to New York explodes in midair over Lockerbie, Scotland, killing all 243 passengers and 16 crew members aboard. A bomb hidden inside an audio cassette player detonated in the cargo area when the plane was at an altitude of 31,000 feet. The disaster became the subject of Britain's largest criminal investigation, was believed to be an attack against the United States, and 189 of the victims were Americans. And finally, 10 years ago today, in 2012, the music video for Gangnam Style becomes the first YouTube video to garner 1 billion views. And that's what happened on this wonderful day, December 21st, in our history.
Thank you, Jimmy. We do it once a show just to reflect on the day that we're actually in. So yesterday, Argentina was still celebrating. I know Jimmy's got some ratings. We'll get to that in a minute. But they had to stop the bus. There were so many people. They had to get the players off the bus. The bus couldn't get through the crowd. And then what they did was they flew the players over with a plane. That's how crazy it was. Unbelievable. The amount of people. I don't think anybody worked yesterday in Argentina.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, I heard they went from bus to helicopters.
Oh, helicopters.
Yes,
Yeah.
due to the oversized crowd.
Wow.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
They couldn't get the bus through. They had to stop.
They were at a complete standstill. If you watch any of the footage, it is insane. So, yeah, they had to complete the planned celebrations. And so that's the way that they got to their final destination. Yeah.
I guess they waved everybody out the helicopter. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, that is
They threw out bubble gum, candy.
Yeah.
Like they did
Little
at
soccer
parade.
balls.
Yeah.
If you see any of the footage, it's nuts. Some people, like when they were passing under bridges and stuff, like some of these fans were trying to jump on the bus from the bridges.
I can imagine.
Yes.
When Greek had mentioned this to me earlier before the show, and I thought it'd be like they're almost crowd. I could see them picking up the bus and like crowd
They
surfing
probably
it.
could. The amount of people that were there. Yeah, so it was supposed to be an 8-hour journey. That's a long journey.
That's a long bus ride.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
That's
but
a lot of time.
That's a lot.
But if you think about it, right, you're celebrating a whole country. It's not like here where we celebrate like a city or something like that.
Yeah. And it never happens.
Yeah, so they had to fly over the entire route afterward in helicopters. But you're right. They're just like, hey, what's going on from the helicopter? They said it became impossible to land at some places. They said that there was just so much. So I love they call it a explosion of popular joy. Is what they call it.
Nobody's probably working today either.
That's pretty descriptive. They're probably not working for the next weekend.
Yeah. I wonder what the alcohol sales were yesterday.
Oh, I'm sure nuts.
Gotta be. I mean, when you see those pictures of the bus, it's like a sea of people. Beyond belief.
No. Like, look at this. The city.
Yeah.
It is. I'm looking at a picture now. Like, you can see. Like, you see no streets. You see no road. You just see heads.
Yeah.
I mean, it is insane. I'm curious to see how many people exactly showed up for this, because it was a night of celebrations, and then yesterday all day long.
I'm gonna estimate over 1 million.
Oh yeah. No, they're saying millions.
Yeah.
Millions had congregated just in Buenos Aires, just downtown Buenos Aires. Millions.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine if they got to stop I wonder whose call that was. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many people. The driver's probably like, I can't go anywhere.
And you said that there was helicopters, so did they bring them in and like they had to climb up a ladder and get on? I mean,
maybe. You might be right.
Or could they land and actually get on the damn thing?
You know who helped him? Tom Cruise. He did a new stunt.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
He came out of his helicopter. Mission Impossible. I rescued. That'll be a Mission Impossible 35.
Yeah, but it was a national holiday, so everybody had the day off.
Oh, yeah.
So they were just all there.
And we'll be from here on out.
Yes,
I imagine.
Now, Jimmy, you said you got the ratings. I'm sure they did well.
Yeah, with it, too. I mean, this was hugely popular. And I'm talking about United States ratings. Argentina's shootout victory over France averaged 25.78 million viewers Sunday morning, the most ever for a men's match in the U.S. Fox Sports drew 16.78 million viewers, and Telemundo's Spanish-language telecast, which also streamed on Peacock, had 9 million cross-platform viewers. Fox's telecast of the final include pre- and post-match coverage was by itself the biggest ever tally for a men's match in the United States, passing the 15.49 million mark for the U.S.-England match that was earlier in the tournament. Combining all outlets, the 25.78 million viewers ranks second of all time for any soccer match in the United States behind the 2015 Women's World Cup, which obviously we can remember how huge that was. The match drew a combined 26.7 million viewers. The win is Argentina's first World Cup, which Franny had mentioned yesterday, since 1986, and the first for Lionel Messi, which I think surprised a lot of people, too.
Sure.
Again, Franny brought that up yesterday. Messi also won the Golden Ball Trophy as the tournament's outstanding player. And after reading that, I thought they might want to change the name of that. Just a thought. But sorry, I guess
You don't like the Golden Ball?
The golden ball? No, the jokes? No. Jokes aren't flying on that one? No. Okay. All right, leave it.
You keep me on.
But that's amazing. 25.78 million in the U.S., which obviously we all know is not a very popular sport here. But boy, I'll tell you what, I've heard nothing but rave reviews about that game, and I got to go back and watch the highlights.
The biggest thing for them, and it happened on Sunday, obviously, was the time. Because it was 10 o'clock in the morning.
Because, making it even more so.
Yeah, because if it was in the afternoon and the NFL's on, it doesn't get, I would say probably about half.
Oh, yeah. If there was a game in London or something like that.
No, the NFL.
To compete against it, yeah.
No, the NFL. 1 o'clock was our, it started at 10 o'clock.
That's my point. The point is if there was a 9 o'clock London game, it would have dwarfed this.
Oh, yeah. No, either way you look at it. I just think if the soccer game started at 1 instead of 10 a.m., time-wise.
It might have done better, is your point?
No, it would have got crushed.
Oh.
Yeah, because even though when I was at Charlie's, it was getting close to 1 o'clock. A lot of people wanted to watch it, but then a lot of people, they had all the TVs with all the NFL games. They were wondering, is it going to get bumped? Is it not? What's going to happen, especially on Fox, because they had carried the games. But I think it was just perfect timing. 10 o'clock in the morning, people were watching it, and they were consuming it. There wasn't anything else on, and, they were looking for it. And then the game turned out to be a great game. So that even added to people to continue to watch. So,
you wonder, too, if it would have been higher. This is where I thought you were going with it. If it didn't have, NFL competition, right? So if it was an isolated primetime event, at 7 o'clock at night our time or 6 o'clock at night our time. How long does a football game match take?
Well, this
one was overtime. They went to penalty kicks.
Yeah,
so
this is over 3 hours.
Because it never really...
Oh, 3 hours, I think it was.
Three? Okay.
Yeah, because the NFL went on time at 1 o'clock. I was at Charlie's.
Yeah, the Cowboys were on right afterwards.
Yeah.
Same channel.
Yeah, so...
Because I remember it was over, and I was like, oh, Cowboys are on. Nice.
Wow, that was,
back to
that
back.
was quick. Nice.
Yeah, and it started at 10.
Perfect, yeah. That's the attention span of the U.S. when it comes to sports, 3 hours. So that's perfect. You see that in an isolated game, I bet it might even have done a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the timing was perfect for them. And like I said, I think it was an exciting game. Also, Messi and Ronaldo are two names that, even like me, I don't know soccer, but I know them. So I think that brings it in.
And especially considering the U.S. wasn't in it. I mean, that's, I think, another big factor that you have to consider.
Oh, no, there's no doubt about it. I think they did very well. I think it's, and don't forget, 4 years from now, it's down here, which it'll be huge in Miami. Forget it. And just back in the United States is crazy. Yeah. But, you know, they did very well. And like I said, I think they did tremendous for U.S., with soccer that people, maybe some new people will start liking the sport.
It might.
You never know. It's a tough sport to watch, though, because there's not a lot of scoring. And we tend to, as a country, we like scoring in everything. We just do.
Well,
I know, but when it would get so close, I was like, I enjoyed it. And there's a lot of field on the action. I mean, a lot of action on the field. I really did. And it was one of the first times I actually sat through an entire match. And I found it to be very exciting.
And it was the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about like if they had them on every week and stuff like that.
Even if they didn't score. I mean, once when you thought they were going to or whatever.
Well, shots on goal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's what they call it in soccer, but I mean, if you have a lot of shots on goal, I mean, that's almost like a lot of hits. Now, they may not all be base hits in baseball, or they might not be all throws in football, but,
Yeah, the penalty kicks are exciting.
When you have a lot, it makes it more exciting for viewers.
Yeah, they're definitely exciting. Like when they have 5 kicks each team, and each player has to take a kick. That was exciting, and everybody was going crazy for that. But again, they did great. God bless them. But I feel bad for the bus driver yesterday.
Oh yeah, he's out of job. Poor guy.
He's like, what am I going to do now?
What do I do?
Well, that poor guy was probably stuck.
Oh man.
Well, they went away on helicopter. He's still there.
He's still waiting.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine this sea of people like banging on the bus, everything like that. Like Franny said, people were jumping off the bridges. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to think of that. Like they go crazy. I mean, it's just, I'm not that our fans don't when they win. There's been, I was at a Ranger parade years ago in New York. It was crazy.
We burn cars.
Yeah. I don't think there was as many people, obviously, for us. But when the Rangers won that one year and they had a parade, I was in Manhattan that year. That was a crazy parade. I mean, it just felt like you were getting pushed and not moving at one time. I do remember that. And that happened to me one other time at the Kentucky Derby. I was downstairs and just moving without moving. That's when it gets a little scary. There's so many people. It's like, whoo, this is a lot. It is the Penthouse. Again, early on, we had a question. If you give a gift to somebody and you don't hear from them for a week, is that a good length of time where you could hit them back up, maybe with a text or call them and say, hey, did you get my gift? And if they say yes, how do you respond? You didn't like it? What's wrong with you? How were you raised? Stuff like that. We got ZZ Top tickets coming at you at 11:45, and that's going to be different. It's going to be a ho-ho-ho contest. Now, don't go one way or you shouldn't go another way. We just want you to act like Santa Claus. When we say ho-ho-ho, we don't mean anything but that.
Yeah.
So,
and maybe leave the violent crimes out of it today.
Yes.
Just a thought. Just a
that
suggestion.
doesn't help with your winning.
Going out on a limb there, maybe.
Yep.
We're not going to mention names.
He knows who he is.
Until the 11 o'clock hour. That's when we'll mention the names. But as of now, you got to think. Santa Claus, it's all friendly. It's ho-ho-ho. And again, you can make it your own. But again, I would state a script. You got a better shot of doing something like that. Franny, I know we got some Florida stories coming up. What are we looking at?
We do. We have a woman who lost her cookies at an airport, and I'll tell you exactly why. There's video that's going to go along with it.
Multiple?
Yes.
Multiple cookies.
Yes, I will let you know. I'm posting the video right now. Then a dude is in standoff with the Osceola SWAT, and I'll let you know what he was like. He's got to do this first, right, before he turns himself in. I'll fill you in with that. Yep. And then we have a Broward gang member who gets life in prison, and there's some really interesting details with this. Social media helped out, by the way. I'll fill you in with all the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
Proving that some of us have a face for radio. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The FTX crypto story continues, and just wait until you hear what the regulators have in store next. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to The Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We put all your music, radio stations, and podcasts in one easy-to-use app, and we made it completely free because, well, let's face it, you have other things to do with your money. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Have you been naughty or nice this year? Cash don't care. At Jackson Hewitt, you could still get up to $4,500 for the holidays. Some bucks now, more bucks in January. So be naughty. Snap up all the ginger snaps. Wear a pretty sweater to an ugly sweater holiday party. You could still get up to $4,500 when you go to Jackson Hewitt today. Details at jacksonhewitt.com. Eligible clients can get up to $1,000 in December and up to $3,500 in January. Loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Finance charge may apply.
The only place in America where interest rates are going down is International Diamond Center. And due to overwhelming response, IDC is extending our free finance offer through Christmas Eve. So you can make any holiday jewelry purchase, get the unbeatable no middleman price we're famous for, and spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest, zero finance charges. So that $6,000 piece of designer jewelry is just $100 a month. That $3,000 pair of diamond hoop earrings, just $50 a month. And if you're getting engaged this holiday season, you can take advantage of this to get the designer ring of their dreams. Thousands of new rings to choose from. This Christmas, we know every dollar counts. And at IDC, we've got a fantastic collection of timeless gifts to fit any budget with expert guidance from our non-commissioned experts. Ask about instant savings, 20 to 40% on select hand-picked items as well, as we continue to break all the rules. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard in Port St. Lucie. On approved credit.
This holiday season, 12 strangers, 12 tales, 12 ghosts. A fiction podcast from me, Aaron Mahnke, starring Malcolm McDowell.
So, this is the afterlife.
This is the liminal space between life and the next chapter. This is the great in-between.
A chilling new collection of stories presented in immersive 3D audio starting December 14th, ending on Christmas Day. Listen to 12 Ghosts on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Some things can wait. Decorating for the holidays. Shopping. Hey, there's always next day delivery. But if you're 50 or older or live with a chronic condition, untreated COVID could be deadly. And if you don't get treatment within days, you might not be able to. So, got COVID symptoms? Talk to a doctor and get treatment right away, because it just can't wait. We can do this. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Nancy Grace here. Big news. Brand new cold case podcast, Zone 7 with Cheryl McCollum. You get to work a cold case with investigator Cheryl McCollum, family members, detectives, trusted criminal justice pros who make up her, quote, Zone 7.
This ain't just a podcast, honey, but a war room.
Listen to Zone 7 with Cheryl McCollum now on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now 7 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com for more.
Hi there. I'm getting paid to talk to you, and yet I'm the most boring person I know. Isn't that unfair? Yes, it is. Of course, you could join me. Just start a podcast with Spreaker from iHeart. If you've got something to say, they'll help you monetize it. And I bet you've got more to say than I do. I have literally nothing to say, and I'm loving life. Spreaker.com. That's SPREAKER.com. Get paid to talk.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck?
Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
Oh, mate, it's bloody cold out there. Lucky for you, it's a scorcher down under. Heat things up with Outback's new Smoke and Spice menu, starting at just $16.99. Try our sizzling sirloin, dripping with spicy steak butter and paired with Nashville hot shrimp. Give our Kingsland pasta a twirl, grilled steak and shrimp with creamy Alfredo. What's hiding inside that magnificent dome of smoke? Why, it's our new smoked porterhouse with juicy cuts of New York strip and filet. Try this smoking hot new menu at a down under price, only at Outback Steakhouse.
Smith & Wesson is committed to empowering Americans, no matter what. With inflation hitting everywhere, we've decided to make a change. Now, you can buy a Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, our most popular concealed carry firearm, at an all-new low price, $100 off MSRP. We're absorbing the costs and passing along the savings to you, so you don't have to compromise on personal security. Visit smithandwesson.com to find a Shield Plus near you. Smith & Wesson, always expect the best.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
It's the week when the jolly man in the red suit goes from house to house delivering gifts. But let's get real. He's too busy to make sure the kiddos are taken care of that you should take it upon yourself to take care of you. And the best place to do that is Begin Anew Med Spa. Hey, this is Franny, and right now is the best time to check out Begin Anew because they have incredible specials for the month of December. Looking to get rid of some extra pounds? Ask the medical pros at Begin Anew about the much talked about FDA-approved semaglutide. It promotes weight loss, it's non-habit forming, it's safe and extremely effective. And this is great. It's only a once-a-week injection. And this month, it is only $599 for an 8-week supply. And right now, Begin Anew has testosterone therapy starting at only $49 a week. These are just a few of their December specials. Make sure you give them a follow on their Instagram at Begin Anew for all their holiday specials. And keep in mind that a gift card to Begin Anew would be a great stocking stuffer or gift to give. Check them out today at beginanewmed.com.
There's no gift that's more beautiful, more timeless, and more meaningful than a beautiful piece of jewelry. And there's no better place to shop than Diamonds Direct, where celebrating memorable moments is our specialty. This holiday season, we put together our most impressive selection of can't-miss gifts. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, for every taste and every price range. And don't worry about higher prices and high interest rates. At Diamonds Direct, we got your back with our guaranteed best value pricing and 3 years, 0 interest financing on any holiday purchase. That's right, 0 interest financing. So that $5,000 eternity band is just over $138 a month. With this special offer, everything's affordable. So come to Diamonds Direct. Let our experts help you choose that perfect showstopper gift for this holiday season. Get holiday store hours, directions, finance details, and see our all-new online gift guide at diamondsdirect.com. Behind Town Center Mall on approved credit.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that will strengthen your appreciation of the Word and inspire you to keep learning.
Listen to The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
A car fire from earlier has been moved off to the shoulder. This is 95 southbound between North Lake and Blue Heron Boulevards. We had some stop-and-go traffic. Looks like that's clearing away at this point. Turnpike southbound after Lake Worth Road, there is a crash off to the shoulder there, and that's also causing some slowdowns. Accident from earlier on the southbound side of 95 before Congress and Boca has been cleared away. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Right now, save big on a great night's sleep during Mattress Firm's Dream Simber Sale.
Get the lowest prices of the season and save up to 60% off select mattresses from top brands. Visit a store near you or mattressfirm.com today.
Real Radio 92.1, broadcasting from the Anajar and Levine Accident. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the PH on a Wednesday before Christmas. Also, happy Hanukkah to y'all that are celebrating Hanukkah. This is Franny. What is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. And good morning to you, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning, young lady.
Yes, and it is a Wednesday, which means it is WWGD. That means around, I don't know, like 1:40-ish after Greek's final trifecta. We will get into the emails you sent to us. That's Jimmy at realradio921.com seeking Greek's advice. Speaking of ways you can get in touch with us, that's the email. We have a toll-free number, 877-927-6969. I have a text line in front of me. That number is 47142. You just got to start it off with Real Radio. And then, of course, we have that talkback feature on the absolutely free iHeart Radio app. But it is that time where we get into some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, social media took this Broward gang member down, and it wasn't because the police posted on their Facebook. It was because these stupid people did. It looks like this guy is now going to spend the rest of his life in prison after recently being sentenced in a federal court. And they say this is over a series of home invasions and a couple of murders. His name is Derek Slade, known on the streets as either D or Soulja, was sentenced to life in prison plus 30 years on 10 federal charges. Well, they found out all about his crimes because this guy and other members who were doing these robberies and, as I mentioned, murders, he did shoot and kill a total of 2 men during these robberies in Dania Beach and Lauderhill. They decided they were going to go on social media and brag about what they did. They bragged about it. Him and his fellow gang members. They advertised their success on these home robberies. And they said that they did it, or prosecutors claim, that to advance the gang's prestige and reputation. I thought you just leave that to the streets.
Yeah.
Not to Facebook or Instagram.
Well, at least they got caught. Yes.
Yeah.
Good thing they did, really.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Good thing he did. So you actually did us a favor, Soulja. So thank you for getting you off the streets. And then in your What the Florida, there is somebody who has had a standoff. By the way, is Antonio Brown is he still locked up in that house? Isn't he?
I don't know. House arrest?
No, he was barricading himself in a house. He won't leave.
That was a while ago.
I know, but I think he's still there.
I don't know if he's still there, but that was a while ago.
It was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything, so I thought I just wanted
I got to look into it. I think I saw a headline where he's still in that house.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
I thought he went out to get a pizza. I'll be back. 8-4 in the house.
Oh, my goodness.
8-4 in the house.
So this dude had a standoff. His name is Xavier Carlisle, and he was wanted in Intercession City. I don't know where that is. But it looks like that this happened December 10th, deputies responded to a home in Kissimmee after reports came in about a guy wanted in Daytona Beach, and his name was Xavier. So they were like, he's here at this address. It wasn't his home, but they were like, they got a tip, right?
Yeah.
So residents at the address told deputies that he had a gun. Well, when the cops showed up, he refused orders from the deputies to leave the home. They said he at one point texted another resident of the home that he was willing to leave, but he wanted to get high first.
If things are important.
Give me some time. I need to get high.
He's got a routine, Franny. I got to smoke a J, baby.
Oh, boy. So that was just the local law enforcement. Eventually, the SWAT team was brought in to help secure Carlisle. They said that he did actually fire a gun through the rear of the house, but luckily no one was struck. He ran from the home into a nearby shed. which contained, they said, surveillance feeds that Carlisle planned to use to monitor the deputies. So I guess it's like his own little safe house or something. However, the SWAT team did deploy some lethal gas into the shed, and they were able to arrest him. I don't think it was the kind of gas or smoke he wanted. I think he wanted some marijuana before he decided to turn himself in.
Opens the door real quick. 10 more minutes.
Yes. Just give me some time. I'm not high yet.
I got to roll a joint.
Yep. And then if you go to realradio921.com, you can check this out. Miami International Airport. Listen, airports, people are already on the edge, right? During the holidays, just intensify that. And there was a woman in Miami who just went on a tirade. This happened last night at MIA, and it shows her going absolutely nuts on American Airlines staff in the middle of a crowded gate area. So she gets her hands on one of the computer screens, picks it up, and throws it at one of the agents.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
People are just like, oh, my God. What's
I'm not going
on?
to New York.
It crashed into the airline worker who somehow manages to keep her cool. Like she's, if you
God
watch
bless
it,
her.
like I said, you can see it, realradio921.com/penthouse. During this whole entire chaotic scene, the woman then kept on launching herself and just yelling and acting a fool. Well, the reason why is because she noticed her kids had walked away from the gate without telling her. So she's losing it, but she's losing it on everybody else.
She's losing on your kids.
Except for her kids. Yeah. It looked like the kids went to the restroom and didn't tell Mama that they were going to the restroom, and she lost her crap.
Well, she should get arrested.
She did. Most of the time on What the Florida You Do. They said that she caused about $10,000 in damages.
Wow.
The gate agent reportedly suffered just a bruised shoulder in the incident, but the woman was ultimately arrested and charged with disorderly conduct, criminal mischief, and aggravated battery, and they did not make their flight. And that is your What the Florida. Did you find anything on Antonio Brown?
The only thing I could find is from December 8th. Apparently, he's still out on the run. They have a warrant out for his arrest at Tampa Police Department. Police have attempted to arrest him at his home several times. He remains locked in his house for what's been more than a week. Now he's added even more drama. He posted a mysterious picture on Snapchat of him and a woman in what appears to be his bedroom, and instantly social media went crazy.
Maybe.
With speculation that it was Tom Brady's ex-wife, Giselle.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He was the most Googled athlete in 2022.
I'm not
Antonio
surprised.
Brown was.
And that's the latest thing that I can find on it. So either I have to imagine at this point he's been arrested. I mean,
Yeah.
that was December 8th. So
I mean, if there's a warrant, they go to your house, they just break the door down.
you would think, right?
I mean, they're not going to just say, oh, we'll come back tomorrow. How about a 10? Is that good?
Do you want to guess quickly while we have a little bit of time, because I just brought that up? This is the top 10 list of the most Googled athletes of 2022.
Mhm.
Antonio Brown, number 1.
Wow.
Do you want to guess who else is on this list?
Brady.
Brady, you know what? Surprisingly enough, there's more people ahead of him. He's not in the top 10.
Wow. Messi.
Messi is not.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo is not.
LeBron.
LeBron is not.
Really? A top 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
Googled athletes.
Aaron Rodgers.
How about Deshaun Watson?
No.
Aaron Rodgers?
There's no Aaron Rodgers, but there is an Aaron on here.
Aaron Judge?
Aaron Judge, number 4 on the list.
Okay.
Yep.
Man. Most Googled athlete, and we only got 2.
She finished her very last match this year.
Oh, Serena Williams.
Serena Williams, number 2.
About Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner, number 6.
Good job, Jim.
Mm-hmm. You have Joe Burrow at number 3.
Wow.
Oh,
really?
wow.
I was surprised.
Interesting.
Joey Burrow, smoke a cigar.
Manti Te'o was number 5.
Okay.
Yep.
So he was recently in the news, so people had to find out who he was.
Yeah. And his whole story.
Sean
Yeah,
White
exactly.
made the list.
Oh, the skateboard guy?
He's snowboarder.
Snowboarder? Yeah, wow.
Yep. I don't know who this is. Eileen Gu?
I'm thinking tennis, but I'm not sure.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I can see that.
And Camila Valieva? I don't know who that is.
Soccer player?
Possibly. I'm going to look who Eileen Gu is and Camila. But yeah, that was round up. But yeah, G-Man, I was really...
Pickleball.
Yeah. She's a freestyle skier.
Oh, okay.
Eileen Gu.
Wow.
She's attractive too.
Was there a Winter Olympics last year or something? Was that maybe
No.
from earlier in the year?
I don't know. Maybe something
When was
happened. I was going to say A-Rod.
Maybe
went
because she's
from-
very attractive.
From the Winter Olympics? Winter Olympics this past year?
I don't think it's just about somebody being attractive.
Oh, G-Man, of course you wouldn't.
I mean, that's
You
shallow?
never look up people because they're hot.
Yeah, I don't. I really don't. I'm not a Google guy. It is the
No,
Penthouse.
on Instagram.
No. Or I'll have somebody look it up. I'll say, send me a picture of this girl.
Blame my tongue on that one.
It is the Penthouse. Don't forget, 11:45. Your chance to be a hoe. That's right. ZZ Top, ho, ho, ho. You got to act like Santa Claus to win tickets to a great concert. We'll be back. We'll talk about the Phoenix Suns and Mercury, who was sold. And Jimmy's got the amount, and it will blow your mind. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
There's very few cases where your name becomes something good.
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah, Pee Wee Herman, you're not good. Talk about a turnaround, man. You got to wait.
Because I think, okay, yeah, I've masturbated in public and didn't get caught. That sucks that it happened to Pee Wee Herman.
What was that?
Wait, what?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. It's the final days of Winterfest at Lowe's. Take up to $600 off select major appliances such as Whirlpool, Samsung, and LG through 12/24. Exclusions apply. See store for details.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-504-8609 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-504-8609. That's 800-504-8609. What do you have to lose? Call 800-504-8609. Again, 800-504-8609.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it, especially these days. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising, with experts ready to craft your message fast. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek's Gridiron 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
This holiday season, Diamonds Direct gives you the gift of 0% interest financing for 3 years on any purchase. With high prices and high interest rates everywhere else, Diamonds Direct is here with the incredible shopping experience you need. Our guaranteed best value prices will save you money. And with 0% interest, you can spread your payments over 3 years with no finance charge, period. And for this holiday season, we are showcasing an expanded selection of affordable and timeless holiday gifts. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, colored gemstones, stones. And if you're upgrading her diamond or getting engaged over the holidays, we have one of the largest diamond selections in America. All sizes and shapes, all cut for maximum brilliance, and all offered at our amazing direct importer, no middleman prices. Check out our holiday gift guide now at diamondsdirect.com. Buy now or come in the showroom. Let one of our experts guide you in finding the holiday gift that's at the top of their list. And enjoy 3 years, 0 interest financing on any holiday purchase. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion, behind Town Center Mall.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
A car fire from earlier has been moved off to the shoulder. This is 95 southbound between North Lake and Blue Heron Boulevards. We had some stop-and-go traffic. Looks like that's clearing away at this point. Turnpike southbound after Lake Worth Road, there is a crash off to the shoulder there, and that's also causing some slowdowns. Accident from earlier on the southbound side of 95 before Congress and Boca has been cleared away. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
To hear good old-fashioned storytelling, listen to Red Pilled America, where this week we tell the remarkable story of how a 1,500-year-old saint transformed into the jolly old soul from the North Pole. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that
And 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
I was gonna give up to the cops, but then I got high. I was gonna turn myself right in, but then I got high. I really messed up, and I know why. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Happy holidays, everybody. Hope you're having a good week and getting ready for Santa Claus. And if you're celebrating Hanukkah, I hope you're enjoying your Hanukkah celebration. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning to you.
Jimmy, I know you got some news about a dollar amount about the Phoenix Suns and Mercury being sold, and it looks like it's a few dollars.
Yeah, not too bad, huh? Billionaire mortgage lender Matt Ishbia has agreed to purchase the majority stake of the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury for a record price of $4 billion. Ishbia is well known and well regarded within the league office, including Commissioner Adam Silver, and has developed relationships with a number of NBA owners. Ishbia's acquisition of more than 50% of the team will include all of Sarver's interest plus a portion of the minority partners. The Suns' record sale marks a new day in escalating values of NBA teams. Just to recap the last bunch of teams that have been sold, the Brooklyn Nets sold in 2019 for $2.35 billion. The Rockets sold in 2017 for $2.2 billion. And Steve Ballmer buying the Clippers for $2 billion in 2014. This acquisition here was, oh, by the way, Sarver had bought the Suns back in 2004 for $401 million. So I'd say that's a pretty good ROI, as they say, in the real estate market.
He's also getting the Mercury.
Yeah, he's getting both. Yeah, he gets both. I don't know if this article that I read didn't say whether or not the Brooklyn Nets, do they even have a WNBA team? I would imagine they do in New York.
No, they don't. The Knicks do.
The Knicks do. Okay.
They have the Liberty.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Liberty. And I don't know about the Rockets. I don't, we know that sadly, the WNBA doesn't bring as much value. But I mean, in this case, you are getting both, and so
what's ironic about that? I mean, crazy about that number. Not ironic. Excuse me. He's only really getting like 60% of the team,
right?
And he's still paying $4 billion. You would think for that he would own everything. There would be no other partners. He's only getting the shares that he's selling. That's a huge number.
Well, and he also is getting a bunch of the minority as well.
Yeah, okay. I read
at least according to the
Sure.
article that I saw. So he gets 50% of the team. Where is it here? Because it said that.
Yeah, that's what he owns.
Yeah.
52% or something.
Plus
like
a portion of that of the minority partners.
But again,
so
he's
it
not
doesn't
get-
say what the portion of that is. It just says a portion of it.
But he's not getting 100%. So what I'm saying is for
No.
$4 billion, he's not even getting 100% of the team. That is amazing what these teams are going for.
Oh, yeah. It is nuts. So, speaking of, I don't know if you saw this, but it made me have mad respect for him. Mark Cuban, I was watching yesterday a special, and I didn't realize that he got into the pharmaceutical game. Did you know that? And he said that there's so many things and endeavors in business that he has, but he wanted to do this basically as a legacy or to make his children proud of him for that he did something pretty incredible in the world. So he has a new pharmaceutical company, which publicly launched back in January. So it's almost a year old, and that's what he's doing. He's selling hundreds of generic, commonly used medications. And I guess a lot of these are, so they said he started the company that offers these generic versions of medication at extremely low prices. They calculated that Medicare could save billions with this business model that he has. On top of that, these life-saving prescriptions in the U.S. are often too expensive, especially for people without insurance. So he wanted to do something about it. So yeah, so I can't remember what news it was on, but it was like a national news I was watching, and he was on there talking about it because now he's really working on cutting or trying to. It was insulin, and I think specifically he was talking about yesterday. But it's crazy. So prescribed for patients, they say the generic version of Actos, right? Prescribed for patients with diabetes, typically sold for $74, all right, at standard pharmacies. It's available for $5.40 for 30 pills, $5.40 for 30 pills. And this is his model that he's doing and what he's trying to do, talking about something else. Aprisa, which is popular for people who have gastrointestinal, sold for $122, goes for now $36 with his. So it really I'm glad somebody is doing something about it because I've told you, I mean, I personally have been through it where I got sticker shocked by a medication that I needed. And then, lo and behold, the pharmacist helped me and my doctor. And it was just as simple as going online and finding like a coupon code from the actual website itself. And it turned from over $1,000 to like less than $20. I can't remember, but it was ridiculous.
Well, it just goes to show. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
No, he's been on this for the last couple of years, at least a year.
Well,
and
they
a
say
half.
this just launched.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's
Yeah.
been talking about it.
Yes.
Yet he thinks it's terrible that the average person can't go get prescription. This is medicine you need. You need. This isn't like you're going
That's
to
what I'm
buy
saying, life-saving medication.
Yeah, and I've seen him on interviews before where he says it's not like you're saying, "Hey, I got to go have a steak." This is medicine you need, and people can't, obviously afford it. So he said it was something that he wanted to do and help in any shape or way that he could, which is great.
Yeah. And I guess he hasn't had his hands on that insulin yet. And he said it's not a matter of when, and this is an online business of his, when it's going to sell low-cost insulin, but when. Or not will, but when. So he's still working on it. I guess that's when he unfortunately hasn't been able to discount everything or sell everything, but he's working on it.
Which is fantastic.
Does it give a basic idea how it works? I mean, does he just buy it in bulk and somehow be able to distribute it for a lesser amount of money? Or
Well, I think
I'm
everything-
kind of curious. I'll have to look it up to see what the details are, if there's any out there to see.
I
but-
think everything, first of all, he starts with is all generic. You know what I mean? So that saves money right in itself. And a lot of times you don't even realize that with a lot of stuff. You just get something, you have a prescription, you get it. Unless, like Franny says, somebody tells you, you don't know. You go, you get a prescription. They go, $82. Yeah, you have coverage, but, you don't know. If you say, hey, can I have the generic kind? And they're like, okay. And, obviously it's a lot cheaper. But you might not even have the knowledge to know that.
Well, and what I was going to say there, too, is, Franny kind of touched on it, and so did you, Greek. I mean, you do really need to research some things and see what programs are out there. When my dad was first prescribed Xarelto, it's $700 plus a month if you don't do anything. Johnson & Johnson has a program that you can get into that covers it 100%. You don't have to have a prescription plan. You don't have to have anything like that if you qualify with certain dollar amounts of blah blah blah, income and that type of thing. So those programs are out there. You just have to seek it. Unfortunately, a lot of times you it's difficult. You got to do a little research on your own. But which makes it a little bit more difficult. This is a great program that Mark Cuban's doing.
Yeah, they say that the prescription drugs are priced in the United States primarily on the basis of what the market will bear.
Of course.
Yeah, so, there are a lot of people are like, oh, well, maybe it's the cost of the research that's done, or maybe it's, the manufacturer has to gather ingredients, and then you have to, the work that actually has to be put behind it with the medications or with the pharmacist and sales. Maybe that all is up, and they're like, really, the cost of research is sometimes used to justify the high prices, but they found out there's no evidence of an association between the research and development of the cost and prices.
And the other factor for
so it's really just the market
is that most people who need pills or any kind of medication, not all, but most, are older. And when you're older, you're in your 70s or 80s, you just get a prescription, you just go. They don't have the time, to research, go on the computer. They're not that as savvy, you know what I mean? To go look it up. That's where kids can help. Obviously, and say, Mom or Dad, hey, let me, like you said, hey, there's a program, because if you didn't have, that thing, you pay $700.
Yeah. So it's called Cost Plus Drugs, if anybody's interested, and it's online. Yeah.
Awesome. It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back with a trifecta. 11:45, ZZ Top tickets. That's where you call us and you act like Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. Come on, you could do it. And also, I got to try to do the 8 reindeer.
By the way, when we get into that, let me know. I have a little factoid that might coincide. There's a tie here with the hose.
Oh, I always want to tie with the hose.
That's what I usually do.
The ho-ho-hose.
We appreciate it. We'll be back in a few minutes.
No one gives a big warm hug like us when you need it. Come on, get in here. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. What?
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The FTX crypto story continues, and just wait until you hear what the regulators have in store next. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to The Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi there. I'm getting paid to talk to you, and yet I'm the most boring person I know. Isn't that unfair? Yes, it is. Of course, you could join me. Just start a podcast with Spreaker from iHeart. If you've got something to say, they'll help you monetize it. And I bet you've got more to say than I do. I have literally nothing to say, and I'm loving life. Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Get paid to talk.
Hayes the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best-tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume.
Have you been naughty or nice this year? Cash don't care. At Jackson Hewitt, you could still get up to $4,500 for the holidays. Some bucks now, more bucks in January. So be naughty. Snap up all the ginger snaps. Wear a pretty sweater to an ugly sweater holiday party. You could still get up to $4,500 when you go to Jackson Hewitt today. Details at jacksonhewitt.com. Eligible clients can get up to $1,000 in December and up to $3,500 in January. Loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Finance charge may apply.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anna Jar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Spend New Year's weekend at Gulfstream Park Casino. On Saturday, December 31st, win a share of $23,000 in free play. Then join us on New Year's Day for a chance to drive away in a brand new Audi Q3. Earn entries all month long. For more information, visit GulfstreamParkCasino.com.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
It's the final days of Winterfest at Lowe's. Take up to $600 off select major appliances such as Whirlpool, Samsung, and LG through 12/24. Exclusions apply. See store for details.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beaches Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
We have no tie-ups right now associated with a car fire southbound 95 just before Blue Heron Boulevard, so that area looks fine. In fact, you have a 15-minute ride southern to PGA, and Turnpike is now running smoothly. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Stand Up to
Reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Happy holidays, everybody. Enjoy and safe holiday. Lots of good luck and good health to everyone out there listening. We appreciate you guys listening to us all the time. You're the best. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning.
And in about 9 minutes, your chance to win tickets to ZZ Top Ho 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 contest where you got to act like the guy in the red suit. But first, we're going to do a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Last night was the Boca Bowl. That's right, the Boca Bowl. And Toledo won 21-19. Not a big crowd, though. Not a big crowd. But 21-19, the Boca Bowl went on. And a little rain, so that might have hurt the attendance. But 21-19, it was on ESPN. So Boca Raton in Florida got a lot of good press throughout the 3 hours. But again, 21-19, bowl games are right in the middle. There's 43 of them. And don't forget New Year's Eve. That's when the two big ones are. Georgia takes on Ohio State and TCU takes on Michigan. Knicks won last night in the NBA. Our Miami Heat lost again, which is bad. But the Heat did win. Knicks did win for their 8th in a row, beating the Warriors. Warriors have one of the worst records in the NBA on the road, and they are champs. Steph Curry was out. But the Knicks, I believe, won 132-94. And some sad news from the NFL. Franco Harris passed last night. He won 4 Super Bowls with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Sunday night's game is the Steelers and Raiders. I'm sure it's going to be very, very emotional for a lot of people. They were going to retire Franco's number 32 on Sunday night. I'm sure they still will. But he will obviously not be there. But just seemed like a good guy. Hall of Famer, 4 Super Bowls, had a great career, came out of Penn State, and had one of the most famous catches against the Raiders. And this year was going to be 50 years celebration, and that's why they were having it Sunday night when the Raiders took on the Steelers.
What did they call it? the catch that he had. I know that they had like a term for it.
The immaculate reception.
The immaculate reception.
Mhm.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Very sad though. Just a couple days before they're gonna have the whole celebration.
Yeah, that is sad. He couldn't.
He was young too.
Not very old. And then of course
72,
he's the famous Coca-Cola commercial, correct? With the
that was Joe Green.
That was Joe Green. Okay, yeah.
But he was only 72 and not reported really in bad health. I mean, obviously there must have been stuff going on. They kept quiet. But and then Dave was doing a lot of interviews this year about the catch and against the Raiders that time, which was just an unbelievable play. And that was the first time that the Steelers went on to win, I think, their first Super Bowl. But very sad that he passed away. But again, Sunday night's going to be emotional when the Steelers.
So they haven't revealed the cause of death yet.
No.
Okay.
That's what I read early this morning. His son reported that he passed away. And that is your midday trifecta.
So I'm going to get into the latest trend when it comes to social media pictures, what you're taking, selfies, group pictures, whatever you want to call it. And then before we get into our contest for the ho-ho-hos, the best Santa ho-ho-hos, I'll give you a little tidbit on that, how there's maybe a connection. And you're like, what? So, so this is interesting. Bathrooms are becoming an attraction. They truly are. And I've taken bathroom pictures. I guess you can't call them selfies because they're like mirror pictures with my girlfriends before. I've done that at restaurants, especially when you're all dolled up and you're together. And it's a thing that women do. Men probably not so much. That would be funny, but I bet some guys do. But yeah, they say that some bathrooms are the main attraction at restaurants and bars that are inspiring selfies and group photos to make a statement about the restaurant's identity, not necessarily about you. You walk in, you're like, ooh, this is nice. So they said that these are all, they're all the rage. There's even an online art series dedicated to restaurant bathrooms called Excuse Me, Here's the Bathroom. And there's an Instagram page that reviews restaurant bathrooms called @Pee Before You Leave.
Wow.
So, analysts say that the bathroom selfie is even edging out the overhead shot of the food that everybody was doing before. Look at what I'm eating. Look at what I'm eating. They say when you go to the bathroom, no one's judging you. You can escape and you can take your selfies. People aren't watching you as you're taking pictures of your food. You're just taking a picture of you at the bathroom or what the bathroom looks like. But that's so funny. So I wonder, because of this trend, if you're going to see a lot of establishments zhuzh up their bathrooms.
Yeah, maybe remodel them.
Well, now that they have online places where you can actually review them and post pictures. That's funny.
The hotels have a couple nice ones.
Yeah. There's some places where I've walked in and was like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, it has a very cool bathroom. The restaurant bar I used to work at, Sailfish Marina, they did massive renovations a handful of years ago. And you walk into that bathroom and it's a piece of ocean art. It's so cool. You feel like you're at an amusement park.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have really cool bathrooms. And every time people would walk in, and if I was in there washing my hands or doing my business, I would always hear people, new people go, wow.
Nice.
This is so cool.
Take a picture.
Yeah. What's the best bathroom you've ever seen, Jimmy?
Well, certainly isn't a amusement park restroom.
Yeah.
I was going to say those things, but you're talking about, obviously, the amusement park itself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one that I have seen that is really outstanding. I can't remember anything off the top of my head. Greek's bathroom.
I know some where I've been scratching my head confused. There's a restaurant off of US 1. I won't say that it is. It's changed hands multiple times, but now it's a sports bar that's been around for a few years now. But they haven't changed the bathroom. And one of the stalls, and I think it's for men and women. I don't know if I can't recall, but one of the stalls, and it is a stall, you go in, but when you go in the stall, it's a big stall, and it's not a handicap stall, it's just a big stall. There's 2 toilets facing each other.
Oh, I've seen that.
I'm like, what are we doing here?
For a couple.
That's a little odd.
What are we doing here? Yeah, so I thought that was interesting.
Even if it was the same sex, it'd still be odd.
It's like dueling.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Did you order the special?
Who goes first? I don't know. But yeah, it was very interesting. So we are giving away in about 3 minutes. Do not call now. We will give you the cue to call. We are giving away our daily prize, which is ZZ Top and Leonard Skinner. This is their first tour for them. And I'm talking about their first tour. The stop is going to be here at I Think Financial Amphitheater July 21st with special guest Uncle Cracker. So what we're doing in honor of the holidays and, of course, Santa Claus is having people give us their best ho-ho-ho. So I looked into this, and, Santa Claus is based on St. Nicholas, right? And so they said that with this, that for within a century of his death, and by the way, they don't even know exactly the year of his death. It's still uncertain. But they said the much admired Nicholas has become the center of a bunch of folk legends. So he is considered to be the patron saint of sailors, children, wolves, and pawnbrokers, amongst others, as well as the inspiration for Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess he has been credited with stopping a violent storm to save doomed sailors, donating money to a father forced to sell his daughters into prostitution.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I saw this thing. So I guess like back in the day, there was a father who had 3 daughters. And, back then you would marry them off at a young age. And I guess they weren't getting any suitors. So if you don't, I guess one of the only options to make money if you don't get a husband is to go into prostitution.
That's sad.
It is sad.
And Santa saved her ass. And that's why he said, that's where it comes from. He went, ho, 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 come over here. And he saved them all. Way to be, Santa.
Yeah.
I heard he was from Jersey.
So like I said, so there is a tie-in with the ho-ho-hos and prostitution there. There is an absolute tie-in because what he did, and I have to find the exact story, but I guess like you like leave money or something at night, or was it called
You usually do.
Yeah.
On the dresser.
That's where we got it from.
I can't think of exactly what it is, but yeah, so he would leave. So at night,
Yeah.
their dowry or whatever it's called, the daughters,
Yeah.
he left like some shekels or money in it so the girls wouldn't have to go into prostitution.
Oh, that's very
He
nice.
went in at night and did, yes.
So they earned, and then they wouldn't have to go into it.
Exactly.
How many nights did he do it for?
Well, I guess it was enough back in the day. Yeah, I guess it was enough to take care of them.
Oh, good.
And he made them
At least
build-
until they found man.
God bless.
And he made them build toys for girls and boys, and now we call them elves. No?
No, that's not how it goes.
Oh.
That is not.
I went with it.
So,
How did the elves come in then?
Yeah. I mean, you got to work. You got to earn. I mean, this isn't free.
Yeah, we
Franny.
don't give stuff away.
So, just a little tie-in with ho-ho-hos and prostitution. Thought I'd share that for you.
Nice.
I think it was great.
St. Nicholas,
I
yes.
think that's what he did. He said, ho, 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 get back here. We're going to do it. It's always nice to save somebody.
Save a hoe.
I got that.
Words to live by.
That's right. I got that in diamonds. It is your chance now to call us 877-927-6969. Your chance to win ZZ Top tickets. Jimmy will get you on, and then we will bring you on, and one at a time, and then we'll vote, Franny, myself, and Jimmy, and then whoever has the best hoe will get the tickets to ZZ Top. Now, remember, you win these tickets, male or female, you cannot shave until the concert. That's one of the
All
stipulations.
right. Okay. We are like an ode to Santa and ZZ Top.
That's it. Vote. Santa and ZZ Top.
Honoring both of them.
You cannot shave until, I think the longest I've ever gone is maybe, I'm thinking a week. I don't know if I ever went 2 weeks. But yeah, that's a long time. But again, the phones are lighting up. Jimmy's going to get you on. And then just like that, you guys will be ready. Don't forget, before you know, it's going to be New Year's Eve, so make your plans now. Monroe's at Palm Beach as they turn Monroe's into Sin City, baby. That's right. Showgirls, everything will be happening that night. 2023 will be here before you know it. And go to Monroe's website to make a reservation now for your table, or give them a call. And get ready for New Year's Eve. Bring in 2023 right with ladies that are beautiful, a good time, and it's Vegas. You don't want to get on a plane? You go to Monroe's on New Year's Eve. And we will also be back at Strikes in January to finish up Greek's Gridiron. We have 6 winners right now in the drawing for the trip to Viva Las Vegas. Speaking of Vegas, see the tie-in at the Circa Casino Hotel. An 8-inch TV and a $100 gift card from New York Prime. 8-inch TV, I'm kidding. It's going to be a 70-inch TV. So we're excited about that. Somebody told me the other day that when you buy a TV that big, you shouldn't put it in a car. You need to rent a truck. Jimmy, did you ever hear that? When you buy like a 70-inch TV, they said don't put it in a car?
I mean, will it fit in a car?
There's someone
Should, but well, it depends. Obviously,
Yeah.
He was telling me. He goes, no, you shouldn't put it in like a car or anything. You should try to rent a truck because the way when they're real big like that, there could be damage. I never heard of it. I said we were just going to.
So you're not supposed to lay it down? Is that the idea behind it?
That's what he was saying.
I've never heard of that. No, if that's the question you're asking me, no, I've never heard that.
Yeah, I never did either.
And if that's the case, good to know because I was planning on getting one probably before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and Andrew told me that too, our Kingpin of Promotions.
Did he really?
Yeah, he said that we pick it up because we're going to have to take the van.
I just assume because it won't fit in a regular car.
Yeah, you need something obviously big enough to be able to take it. So,
But they do say you should pack the TV to ride upright if it's 65 or bigger.
Oh, okay. So there it is. Jimmy, are we ready?
We are ready. I got to write a note down now because I said something I want to get. Need big enough. Okay.
Yep, ready?
All right. Yes, we are going to play our contest now for ZZ Top and Leonard Skinner tickets with special guest Uncle Cracker, July 21st at I Think Financial Amphitheater. We have a pair of tickets right now. Tickets are on sale, and we're going to start our Ho 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 contest with Justin. Justin, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, Penthouse. Well, thank you.
Hey, Justin, happy holidays, baby. You ready to act like
Happy
Santa?
holidays. Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, Justin.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
All right, Justin.
All right, that was Justin. And next up, we have Brian. Brian, welcome to the Penthouse. Are you channeling your inner ho?
Definitely. Ho it up.
All right, let's ho it up for a pair of ZZ Top, Leonard Skinner tickets with Uncle Cracker, special guest. Give us your best ho, 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 Brian.
Ho, 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 little children. Ho, ho, ho.
All right, that was pretty good. I thought that was
a long one.
Not bad. Yeah, well.
Made me run out of breath.
Next up, we have Paul. Paul, welcome to the Penthouse. You a big ZZ Top fan?
Yes, sir.
Right. Well, why don't you give us a big ho, 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 and we'll see if it's the best one out of the bunch of you, all right?
All right. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
All right. That was Paul's rendition of the hose. And next up, we have Mark on the line. Mark, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy, how are you? Happy holidays.
You too as well. I'm doing good, thank you.
All right, you ready?
I am.
All right, let it rip. Oh, okay.
Wow. All right.
That was the best one yet.
That was our winner right there.
Yeah.
That was the best ho, ho, ho.
I don't think you should go to 5.
Oh, Colec is right.
All right.
I think that was an accident.
I'm sure it was. All right.
Try to call back if you can.
Next up, we have Steven. Steven, welcome to the Penthouse. You a big ZZ Top fan, Steven?
Oh, yeah, they're great. Happy holiday, guys.
You too,
Happy
buddy.
holidays,
Happy
Steven.
holidays.
May the
Steven.
Santa be in your neck. What do you got?
All right. Ho, ho, ho. Deck the halls with balls of ho.
Interesting. All right. Well, that was Steven. All right.
Do we want to see if he called back or no? Or did we-
Do we?
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have to.
All right, hold on.
I just feel bad.
You're so nice.
I know. It's the holidays.
Oh, that's why you're nice.
Yeah.
Should be nice all the
When
time.
I come back January 3rd, it's not going to be the same.
Oh, wow. I can't wait. I'll be sleeping outside.
I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, it is indeed Mark giving
Is
us a
it
call
Mark?
back.
Okay.
And Mark, go right ahead with your
back.
hose.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
All right. We'll put Mark back on hold. And we're going to vote for caller 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just in the order that we took them there.
Yeah.
But we'll leave Mark in the 4 slot.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just
I
so
kept
we
him in
all
the number
know, 'cause
4
that's
slot.
How,
Yeah.
That's how I had it written down.
Okay.
So my vote is for. All right, and we have our winner, and our winner is Brian. Brian, welcome back to the Penthouse. Congratulations on winning tickets to see Ho. I'm sorry, ZZ Top.
Awesome. I've seen him 3 times, and I'm looking forward to seeing him again. I'm got to Google who the new bass player is now.
Oh, that sounds
yeah,
great.
True. All right.
Yeah, they got a new bass player. That's awesome.
All right. Well, great job.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Brian. I'm going to put you back on hold if you would. Hang tight for a couple minutes. I'm going to come back to you when we go on a break. I'll get a little more info from you, and we'll get you set up to get that pair of tickets to see ZZ Top, Leonard Skinner with special guest Uncle Cracker, July 21st. I think Financial Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale now, so if you don't win them, you can go buy them. All right.
There
Good job.
you go.
We'll get Brian on hold, and we'll get him set up.
Yeah, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Tickets to Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top with special guest Uncle Cracker. Somebody did text in at 47142 about a memorable bathroom, a pretty cool bathroom, and I have been to this bathroom. And you are correct. They said for memorable bathrooms. Oh, excuse me. The text line is 47142. They said, how about Sloan's ice cream? Have you ever been to Sloan's?
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, at the end of Clematis. I believe they have one in Gardens now, too. But yeah, they has the clear glass walls until you lock the door, and then it blacks out the window. So at first you're like, everybody's going to see me. But the place is very cool.
Yeah.
They say very clever design, and that's from Kevin in Jupiter. So good call on that.
Yeah, there's some, you go to the big hotels and stuff. They're beautiful bathrooms. The casinos have some real nice ones. But yeah, if you have any that you guys know, restaurants that you've gone to, let us know. People are starting to take pictures for social media. Where would they think of next? They always take pictures in a lot of different spots, and people look for them. That's why some people always also get hurt. Take them up in the mountains, canyons, all over the place, and God forbid, always be careful what you're doing. A lot of people around Christmas trees. I know in New York Prime, they got a tree outside. There's usually a line this time of year, people waiting to take a selfie. They do that. But, anytime there's a tree, I think people do it.
This guy, so tomorrow night, and the place is stunning, so I bet you they probably have cool bathrooms for selfies. I'm going to Gaylord Palms up in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful hotel. They have like a 4.5-acre atrium. I mean, it's just insane where they have like alligators and turtles, and they do it all up for Christmas. And they have this thing called ice that they do where they take over a few of their ballrooms, and everything is ice sculptures.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's the Grinch That Stole Christmas, but like life size, like walls and everything. And it's just insane. They have slides, like ice slides too, that people can go down on. They have an ice bar. We're just going until Christmas Eve. We'll be back in the morning, but I bet you they have a lot of places to take pictures. So this one is pretty cool. It's not ice, but it's a pool. There's a Florida guy who opened up a bar in D.C., and it's called the Royal Sands Social Club. And so it brings Florida basically to D.C. It's a Florida-themed bar, and it looks like a pool. Like the whole bar looks like you're in a pool, even though there's no water whatsoever. It's got like the pool tiling. It's got the bar looks like one of those bars you would have like a swim up pool or whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah, to get in, it looks like you're getting into a pool with the stairs and stuff to get down to the bar. This place is pretty cool. I guess it just opened up. They said you can go hang out. The blue tiles look like a swimming pool. Groups can snag an umbrella-covered cabana. Booths is what the booths look like, cabanas.
Wow.
They got frozen drinks, conch fritters. They do DJs on the weekend that spin from a lifeguard tower.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is pretty intense.
Yeah. So I guess it does not open until December 22nd. But if you are in the D.C. area,
it's tomorrow night.
As of tomorrow, you should go check this out.
That sounds
I guess,
very cool.
the guy, they said that they just kind of drew inspiration from the beach bars that they love to go to growing up in Fort Lauderdale.
Very cool.
Uh-huh.
Sounds very unique, and definitely in Washington, it'll stand out. There's a couple new restaurants, bars that opened in Miami with the whole theme of like mermaids and stuff. Very, very cool. I forget the name of the one place my buddy was telling me about, but it's supposed to be unbelievable, but similar to what you were referring to. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day, enjoying yourself. Tomorrow, ZZ's Top tickets again, so you have one more opportunity to act like Santa Claus. So maybe tonight, walk around the house and pretend, ho, ho, ho. 3 hoes usually do it, for me anyway. We're going to come back with some fun facts and a lot more in the Penthouse. Peace.
This must be why God created YouTube.
Well, this and cat videos, but mainly for the cat videos.
Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Drought, war, and rising food prices have doubled the number of families facing malnutrition. You can help. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio to 97646.
What the Florida is brought to you by Knox & Dunn, strong and true Florida rum. Flavor straight from the barrel, nothing added. Try it today.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
Hayes the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar Island 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar Island 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
The station you love? It's on the free iHeartRadio app. The artists you love? They're on the free iHeartRadio app too. The podcasts everyone's talking about? You guessed it, they're all here. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Duffy Sports Grill is your football headquarters this season. Try their award-winning wings, burgers, and ribs, or their famous 2-for-1 drinks. Don't miss out on all the action at Duffy's, where their game is always on.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy Sports Grill, the next best thing to being there.
If you have certain chronic conditions, such as heart disease,
asthma,
diabetes, and you're 19 years of age or older,
52, 36,
42, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm going to ask my doctor about getting vaccinated.
With Prevnar 20.
Hayes the Greek, your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
The French created fries, kissing, poodles. The Hamptons perfected relaxing, beaching, partying. We took both and made the world's favorite rosé. Born in France, raised in the Hamptons. Made just for you. Hampton Water. Make a splash. Rosé responsibly.
This holiday season, 12 strangers, 12 tales, 12 ghosts. A fiction podcast from me, Aaron Mahnke, starring Malcolm McDowell.
So, this is the afterlife.
This is the liminal space between life and the next chapter. This is the great in-between.
A chilling new collection of stories presented in immersive 3D audio starting December 14th, ending on Christmas Day. Listen to 12 Ghosts on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
This message is for the guy who isn't perfect in the bedroom. And let's be honest, who is? Maybe the issue is getting it up or keeping it up, or maybe it's finishing too soon. If any of these performance hiccups sound familiar to you, don't sweat it. Hims can help. At 4hims.com, you can go online and get clinically proven prescription medication that treats these issues prescribed for you, if appropriate, by licensed medical providers. And the medication is shipped free to your door in discreet packaging. Plus, Hims gives you unlimited follow-up visits with medical providers. No one's perfect in the bedroom every time, but with Hims, you can get a lot closer than before. And chances are, your partner will agree.
To get started today, go to 4hims.com/perfect. That's 4hims.com/perfect for your free visit. FORHIMS.com/PERFECT.
Some things can wait. COVID isn't one of them. Because if you're 50 or older or have a chronic condition, untreated COVID can be deadly. So talk to a doctor and get treatment right away. We can do this. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now 7 convenient locations. Visit glasschamberfl.com for more.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Real Radio 92.1, broadcasting from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studio. That's 1-800-747-3733. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, good back. Good back.
And good front.
Do over. Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to the Penthouse. Whether you're just tuning in, hi. If you've been listening since the get-go, welcome back is what I was trying to say. Good afternoon on a Wednesday. This is a WWGD day. What's going on? This is Franny. Good afternoon to you, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
And good afternoon to you, Greek.
Oh, good afternoon to you, Francis. Good afternoon to you, Jimmy. And the audience, thanks for always listening. It's lunchtime. You necessarily don't have to eat lunch, but maybe have some plants to stand down and just hang out. We're going to do some fun
plants?
facts.
Somebody's got some plants?
You got some plants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plants to sit down and hang out.
Get a poinsettia.
Mm-hmm.
Today's a lot of fun days. It's my day. Today is Short Girl Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
So I want to feel appreciated.
All right. Let me go put a dress on. I'm enjoying
Are
it.
you giving me money? Oh, thanks. It's also
That's a good drop.
National Look at the Bright Side Day.
Wow.
Get that one.
National Look at the Bright Side Day, which I enjoy that. Look at the bright side, right?
Yeah.
It's Don't Make Your Bed Day. Celebrated that this morning.
I can't do it. I try. You know, you want to talk about bad? I'll go to the elevator, and I'll go back.
Yeah.
I got my mother in my head like, make your bed.
I know. My mom used to make me make my bed all the time, and most of the time I do, but sometimes I don't, and I'm okay with that.
You don't make it right when you get up, Greek?
Usually I
would
do.
have thought that, yeah.
I usually do.
Yeah.
I would say 9 times out of 10. But the other day, for some reason, I know what the reason was. I got a phone call. And I got my phone. I was walking out. I grabbed my coffee, and I was almost to the elevator, and I said, I got to go make my bed.
I know. So we don't let the dog sleep on the bed, but when my husband goes to work and I'm getting ready, my golden jumps right on the bed and just rolls around and makes herself, look at her. So I just leave. I leave it. I'll just leave her there. So I didn't make my bed today because she just looks so damn comfortable.
Naughty Piper, but you can't stop it.
I couldn't. She looks so cute. So, and it's also National Coquito Day. If you don't know what coquito is.
Isn't that what you make?
Yep, I make it every holiday with my mom. It is a Puerto Rican tradition, and it's made during Christmas. It's a traditional Christmas drink in Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Yeah, but it is also, and there's more facts about this than anything else, it's National Hamburger Day. Hamburger.
Really?
Yes. Yes, it is
think
national.
that'd be during the summer. I thought it was.
You would think so. Maybe National Cheeseburger Day.
Oh, that could be.
Maybe.
That could be,
yeah, but according to this holiday list, it's National Hamburger Day. They say, here we go, observed annually on December 21st and annually on July 28th. So the hamburger gets 2 days.
How about that?
Gets 2 days of love.
2 days.
Good
for
memory,
your
Jimmy.
meat.
Well, I guess they are delicious, right? So the burger is not the actual name. The burger is a stripped name. The original name of the popular fast food is hamburger. The name derived from Hamburg steaks, which were introduced by where? Just think about it.
Omaha?
Hamburg.
Germany.
Thank you.
You had me a strip.
Steaks? Omaha? Omaha.
This is an easy one for you. Who? Quit doing that. Sorry. Who has the record for selling the most burgers?
White Castle.
Is it a restaurant or fast food?
It's fast food.
McDonald's?
Yeah, I would think so.
They always have that sign, right? Over 300 billion to date. Over to date.
Right.
Yeah, they say that they sell 75 burgers every second.
Wow.
By the way, Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, double cheeseburgers, 50 cents.
Where?
Until Christmas.
Oh, wow.
At
no
McDonald's.
kidding. Oh, neat.
Wow.
50 cents. They're bringing it back. Yeah, they're bringing it back. I think it's normally like $2.89, and for something, they're doing 50-cent double cheeseburgers up until December 25th, but only on Thursday and Friday. So this is your last Thursday, Friday to take advantage of
Doubles,
that.
huh?
Yeah, double cheese.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Never gets old.
So some sandwiches don't call it a hamburger. And this is like one of those things, and yes, I say sandwiches, countries don't call it a hamburger. They call it a sandwich. So when they order them at restaurants, they call it a sandwich, not a burger. But they say, believe it or not, 60% of sandwiches, just in general, that are sold globally are actually burgers. Americans eat the most burgers. As per research, Americans solely consume around 50 billion burgers a year. They say on average, Americans eat a hamburger like 3 times a week. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is.
But I guess if you think a lot of people may go through drive-thrus for lunch, get a couple little burgers. I don't know, but I feel like that is a lot.
Well, I got that one dude to eat two Big Macs every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Been doing it for 50 years or something like that. I think we added it up, too, how much money that's cost him over the years.
It's a lot.
Ridiculous.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
Your sister's
The first burger was sold in 1921. The first burger sold by a fast food joint in the USA in 1921 was only 5 cents. They say the first burger was invented in Connecticut. They said 1900 New Haven, Connecticut. The place where the burger was born only serves onions, tomatoes, and cheese spread as a condiment, maintaining a ban on ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise even today. What is the name of the place? They said, can you imagine a burger?
Seinfeld?
What's with that?
What's the name of this place?
What is it, Franny?
And I'll leave it there for your burger fun fact.
So the hamburger wasn't invented until the early 1900s?
That's what it's claiming, that the first one was invented in Connecticut.
Huh.
They said was invented in the 1900s in New Haven, Connecticut. I want to see, because they say the restaurant still today won't put any condiments on it. New Haven, but it doesn't tell you what the restaurant is. Yeah.
I can't think condoms with hamburgers anyway.
Condoms?
Yeah,
my
I wouldn't
God.
either. Never did it. Never did it.
Oh, boy.
And I'm with Greek on that one. I am not putting meat between my condoms.
So it's Louie's Lunch in New Haven, Connecticut has been making its hamburger sandwich since 1900, making it the longest continuously operating hamburger restaurant in America. And they claim to be the creator of the sandwich, but who knows? And it isn't served with condiments. So they won't give you ketchup, mustard, mayo, none of that stuff.
Oh, all right.
Just toppings, right?
Just toppings.
So
you can have
toppings
cheese,
aren't
lettuce,
considered
tomato.
that,
You
right.
can get all that stuff. But yeah, you cannot get any condiments. I don't know about you, but I like my cheeseburgers or hamburger. I want cheese on it with ketchup and mustard.
I like lemon smell water.
Cool.
You know?
Cool.
The hamburger is, as it is known today, has multiple invention claims ranging between 1885 and 1904, but is well established by the early 20th century. During the following 100 years, the hamburger spread throughout the world as a result of the emerging concept of fast food, a new business model, the franchise. So, yeah, apparently, I mean, its earliest would be 1885, depending on how you want to, who you want to give credit to.
Now, what came first, hamburger or the hot dog?
I would think the hamburger.
Yeah, I would think so, only because it's easier.
The casing, with the hot dog. That would be my assumption. I don't know, but I guess like hot dog, sausages, stuff like that have been around for a while, things with casings. I don't know. Maybe it was a hot dog. What came first?
Yeah. I mean, we got a little quiz later we're going to take. We're going to ask you certain things. What do you like better, A or B? It's a quiz I came up with, like Neiman Marcus or Saks, stuff like that. Tough stuff. In the Penthouse today on Christmas week. And again, happy Hanukkah to everybody who's celebrating Hanukkah. Hope you're having a great holiday and enjoying yourself. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday, and we will be here tomorrow for you also. Don't forget that. And tomorrow you got a chance to also win ZZ Top tickets. So if you missed it today or the other days, you get a chance tomorrow. We're going to come back with holiday movies, some of your top ones, and so much more in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
There's very few cases where your name becomes something good.
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah, Pee Wee Herman, you're not good. Talk about a turnaround, man. You got to wait.
Because I think, okay, yeah, I've masturbated in public and didn't get caught. That sucks that it happened to Pee Wee Herman.
What was that?
Wait, what?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beach's Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Once upon a time, a tornado ripped through an Alabama community. But we'll bring you the story of a family who lost their house, but didn't lose their home. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hayes Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar Lounge 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar Lounge 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
Nancy Grace here. Big news. Brand new cold case podcast, Zone 7 with Cheryl McCollum. You get to work a cold case with investigator Cheryl McCollum, family members, detectives, trusted criminal justice pros who make up her, quote, Zone 7.
This ain't just a podcast, honey, but a war room.
Listen to Zone 7 with Cheryl McCollum now on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
We conquer cancer. For the mom-to-be who is out of treatment options. For the doctor who has a brilliant idea but needs research funding. For the people who faced cancer head-on and climbed incredible heights while they were with us. For the children who celebrate the end of chemo. We conquer cancer for all who have been touched by it. Conquer Cancer accelerates breakthroughs in research and care for every cancer, every patient, everywhere. Join us at conquer.org.
It's the season to gather, the season to give, the season to create memories. Make those memories last with tickets to the South Florida Fair. Discount tickets on sale now at Publix and online at southfloridafair.com. Fair opens January 13th in West Palm Beach.
There's no gift that's more beautiful, more timeless, and more meaningful than a beautiful piece of jewelry. And there's no better place to shop than Diamonds Direct, where celebrating memorable moments is our specialty. This holiday season, we put together our most impressive selection of can't-miss gifts. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, for every taste and every price range. And don't worry about higher prices and high interest rates. At Diamonds Direct, we've got your back with our guaranteed best value pricing and 3 years, 0 interest financing on any holiday purchase. That's right, 0 interest financing. So that $5,000 Eternity Band is just over $138 a month. With this special offer, everything's affordable. So come to Diamonds Direct. Let our experts help you choose that perfect showstopper gift for this holiday season. Get holiday store hours, directions, finance details, and see our all-new online gift guide at diamondsdirect.com. Behind Town Center Mall on approved credit.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
We have some slowdowns going on along US 1 in the North Palm Beach area, mainly on the northbound side. This is close to Lighthouse Drive, just to the north of that. 95, though, looking good. Accident-free from Boca to Jupiter. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories.
Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good afternoon, everybody. Just gave away some ZZ Top tickets. You'll get a chance tomorrow. And that's it for this week. The treasure chest will close, but we'll be reopening in a couple weeks with some more goodies for you and great giveaways. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning to you.
Well, we've already been talking about a bunch of Christmas movies already this year, and I have another list of the 50 top Christmas movies of all time, and now this one is according to Rotten Tomatoes, so some people give them a lot of credit. Rotten Tomatoes gives us a handy ranking of the top 50 rated movies that range from the early 1940s all the way up to current date 2022. They ultimately rank the movies by their tomato meter score. So, the number one Christmas movie, according to Rotten Tomatoes' tomato meter score, is Meet Me in St. Louis, a 1944 classic that they got 100% tomato meter score.
Wow, never heard of it.
And neither have I. The Shop Around the Corner was number 2. Miracle on 34th Street.
Never heard of that one either.
No, really? Yeah, that was, again, 1940.
Okay.
Now, this one obviously dates back to 47, Miracle on 34th Street.
Okay,
but
heard
I
of
think
that.
that's one
I've
that
seen
we've all pretty much heard of. Have you ever heard of, and this one's not too long ago, only 7 years ago, Tangerine?
No.
Nope.
That got a 96% tomato meter score on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, Tangerine, 2015 it was released, according to this. Claws, 2019, 95%.
Okay.
The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993, got a 95% tomato meter score.
And some
Now-
people argue that that's a Halloween movie, but even though it's a night, right?
Right, we were talking about that one. Now, you know, and we can go down I don't want to go down a whole list of 50 because there's a lot of them on here that you would expect, right? But you know, some of the ones that again that we see each time, like Die Hard, is on this list at number 8. Okay, and
Wow.
so they consider that, and that's obviously very, very high considering the competition that it could have for movies all the way back to the 1940s. But here's one that I maybe I saw it. I'm not sure. Little Women, 2019, 95%. Tomato meter score for Rotten Tomatoes as a Christmas movie.
Never saw it.
2019.
Oh, I never heard of
Yeah.
it. Sorry.
There was a Little Women from years past. Not maybe in the 90s.
That was the only
I remember
one.
the one in the 90s.
Yeah, it's the only one I could think of.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Tokyo Godfathers. Nope. 2003 got a 91%. That was the number 14th Christmas movie of all time, according to Rotten Tomatoes. Here's one that I didn't realize either was a Christmas movie. Maybe you guys can chime in on it. Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, it was around Christmas time.
Was that it? Just
Yeah.
again another one of those where
Just remember
it happens.
remember a lot of snow
during that time frame.
Yeah.
And he did the ice sculptures, right?
It's been
You
a
know?
while. What did he do? Ice sculptures? No, he was more like hedges and haircuts.
What made it snow?
Something
made it
maybe.
snow. I thought he was doing an ice sculpture or something.
So long since I've seen that movie.
How about Home Alone? Did it make it? Either one?
Let's see if Home Alone is on this list.
One or two.
I do. It is not on this list of the top 50 Christmas movies of all time.
Yeah, well, that I don't even know. Like, probably almost 70% of the movies that you have listed so far, I haven't even heard of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, that was it. That's why I kind of pointed them out.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, some of the ones, I mean, we can talk about it. Like Elf is on here at 25. The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special was number 17 on this
I don't
list.
think I saw that
But
either.
It's a Wonderful Life is there. The Apartment, Arthur Christmas, anything with the name Christmas in it. I mean, it's obviously a Christmas movie. Gremlins is number 22 on this as the top 50 Christmas movies.
How about Last Christmas? That was a movie last year. It came out, or the year before.
Last Christmas.
Who's in that one?
I gave you my heart.
I don't know the actor or actress, but all the music was George Michael.
No, I don't see it.
Are you making this up?
Probably.
No, I'm not. Look it up. Last Christmas.
Yeah.
Look it up, Franny.
Okay.
The girl.
And all the music was George Michael?
Yeah, the actress was a blonde. I remember that.
Okay.
And the leading character for the male was a brunette, but I don't remember their names. Young
All right,
kids.
thank you. Blonde and brunette. Perfect. I can figure that out.
Perfect.
Try.
I tell you what,
Can't get you everywhere.
The content is just amazing.
Where do you want me to go?
Just something. Just give me something.
I gave you Last
You give me
Christmas.
nothing.
Last Christmas and a blonde and a brunette. What more do you want, woman? Jesus.
Woman.
Oh my God.
I'm done.
Effort.
Look it up. That's a lot of effort. It was called Last Christmas. Look it up. Last Christmas, George Michael music.
How about Batman Returns? Do either of you consider Batman Returns a Christmas movie?
It was around Christmas time.
Yeah. While you were sleeping.
I liked that movie. It's been a while.
Yeah,
Sandra
1995,
Bullock. Yeah.
81% tomato meter score for Rotten Tomatoes. Some of the
I love
odd-
how I call it while you were sleeping, but dude was in a coma. He was sleeping.
That's a deep sleep.
How about Anna and the Apocalypse?
Never heard of it.
2017 released, 77% tomato meter rating. And The Muppet Christmas Carol, that makes sense.
Okay.
Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. The Ref. Then
Well, we mentioned The Ref. I hadn't seen it
Did
before.
you?
Somebody said it was good. Dennis Leary's in it. They say it's supposed to be a good flick.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm trying to see, and then some others, March of the Wooden Soldiers, Remember the Night, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. But I mean, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation isn't on here. So how good is this list?
Christmas
I mean,
Story.
it's
I don't
terrible.
see. Yeah. I guess now it kind of makes me not want to go by any Rotten Tomato ratings. Now
does,
that
yeah. I
every
never
time I
do.
look at a movie, right?
I never would.
Yeah.
I never would. I would never go by something like that.
Yeah.
Or critics. I mean, if I'm going to like a movie, I'm going to like it. Finally on this list, and this is actually one of my favorite movies of all time, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss Kiss. Who's in that?
I don't know. I don't have the list, but in my version, it has Gianna Michaels. Look it up, kids.
Look it up, kids.
No, 2005, real life. It is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
But is that a
2005.
remake? Is that a remake?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I don't know. I'm looking. It
was
actually's
making a
got a
porn
hell of a
joke,
cast. I gotta check into it. Michelle Monaghan's in it. Val Kilmer, Robert Downey Jr., Corbin
Wow.
Burnson. Yeah, it's got a pretty good,
Very
pretty
good
good cast.
Mm-hmm.
2005, huh?
If you got a favorite movie, call us 877-927-6969. Let us know. Maybe there's a movie you watch every Christmas or around the holidays to make it feel like, all right, it's time to put up the tree.
They down on the list though, where you get into the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and 64, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, some of the classics that we see every year for the kiddies. The Year Without a Santa Claus, Christmas in Connecticut. Oh, that sounds very nice.
Yeah, very romantic.
And when you go there, then you can also go and have one of the first hamburgers, or the place that made the first hamburger.
Yeah.
In New Haven, Connecticut.
Drop the mic, turn them off. That's it.
There it is. There's a nice tie-in for you.
That's how you tie it up.
Yeah, ho, ho, ho. What's in your stocking? I had somebody ask me that last night. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back with a trifecta. Peace.
Introducing the latest way to hear the greatest station in the world. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
This is Mike Golick Jr. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
Hall of Fame running back Franco Harris is dead at age 72. His passing coming just days before the Steelers celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. Panthers are back home. They'll take on the Devils tonight. Florida coming off their split of their two-game road trip. That included a win in New Jersey. And in college basketball action tonight, FAU, they go for a 10 straight win. The Owls host Northern Kentucky, while FIU hosts Incarnate Word. I'm Scott Davidson.
Hey everyone, it's Mike Golick Jr. introducing my new podcast, Gojo, tackling sports, pop culture, and whatever else you can think of. Download and listen to the newest episode from my show, Gojo, the podcast with DraftKings, releasing daily, Monday through Friday, wherever you get your podcasts.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Is the Binance crypto exchange at risk of blowing up next? And what does Bitcoin's price tell us what comes next? I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.
Greek Trifecta is brought to you by 818 Tequila.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Hayes the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Whether you're in the mood for your favorite radio station or getting lost inside a hit podcast, the iHeartRadio app gives you access to what you want to hear when you want to hear it. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now 7 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com for more.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
This message is for the guy who isn't perfect in the bedroom. And let's be honest, who is? Maybe the issue is getting it up or keeping it up. Or maybe it's finishing too soon. If any of these performance hiccups sound familiar to you, don't sweat it. Hims can help. At 4hims.com, you can go online and get clinically proven prescription medication that treats these issues prescribed for you, if appropriate, by licensed medical providers. And the medication is shipped free to your door in discreet packaging. Plus, Hims gives you unlimited follow-up visits with medical providers. No one's perfect in the bedroom every time, but with Hims, you can get a lot closer than before, and chances are your partner will agree.
To get started today, go to 4hims.com/perfect. That's 4hims.com/perfect for your free visit.
FORHIMS.com/PERFECT.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-504-8609 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-504-8609. That's 800-504-8609. What do you have to lose? Call 800-504-8609. Again, 800-504-8609.
Smith & Wesson is committed to empowering Americans, no matter what. With inflation hitting everywhere, we've decided to make a change. Now, you can buy a Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, our most popular concealed carry firearm, at an all-new low price, $100 off MSRP. We're absorbing the costs and passing along the savings to you, so you don't have to compromise on personal security. Visit smithandwesson.com to find a Shield Plus near you. Smith & Wesson, always expect the best.
Testosterone levels are at an all-time low. Individual T levels decline 1% every year. Chalk, CHOQ, is the new champion of natural testosterone boosters. Chalk's main ingredient is clinically studied to naturally boost testosterone 20% in 90 days. Supercharge your masculinity and boost your daily energy with Chalk's Male Vitality Stack. For a limited time, our listeners will get 30% off at CHOQ.com with promo code USA. CHOQ.com, code USA.
Hayes the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar Island 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar Island 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center. We're looking good along 95 right now throughout the Palm Beaches. Accident-free and up to speed on the Belvedere Curve. Have some slowdowns going on in the Palm Beach Gardens area. Alternate A1A on the southbound side. And this is to the south of Donald Ross Road. I'm Joel now.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young you can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Happy holidays, everybody. Might get a little chilly mode this weekend, so pack your scarves and wear your hats backwards. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Hello, Francis.
Hello, Greek.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, the Boca Bowl was last night. Toledo beat Liberty 21-19. The line, I believe, was 4 points, and it was Toledo favorite. Thank you, DraftKings. Christmas Day, if you don't have anything to do, maybe go see the Dolphins, because they're taking on the Green Bay Packers at 1 o'clock. Should be a great game. Dolphins and Packers, 1 o'clock, Christmas Day. And some sad news from the NFL last night. Franco Harris passed away. Won 4 Super Bowls. He's a Hall of Famer with the Steelers. And on Sunday night, 8:20, the Raiders are taking on the Steelers. And that was a 50-year celebration of his famous catch where Terry Bradshaw got hit. And then Jack Tatum hit a wide receiver. And then Franco came underneath and scooped it in for a touchdown. Franco Harris, number 32. And just a Hall of Famer, 4 Super Bowls. Seemed to be a very cool guy. He died at a very young age, 72 years old. They're retiring his jersey Sunday night. I'm sure they'll still do it. It'll be a very emotional game. Franco Harris, way too young, passed away at 72. And that is your midday trifecta. Thank you.
So somebody who kept their word was Elon Musk. We talked a little bit yesterday about how he put out a poll on his Twitter asking if he should step down as CEO. And it was kind of split down the middle, but majority of I think it was like 57.5% of people said, yeah, you should.
I'm surprised it's not higher.
Yeah.
So am
right?
I. I was very, very surprised at that.
Yep. And then Snoop went in and he was like, hey, should I do it? And they were like, yeah, absolutely should do it. But he says he is resigning as Twitter CEO. And when he put this out, of course, everything's on Twitter. He says, I will resign as CEO as soon as I find someone foolish enough to take the job. After that, I will just run the software and server teams. So it looks like that. He said he added after that, obviously, this is going on. They're saying it's pretty shocking stuff from a guy who recently purchased the company for $44 billion. But, I mean, he's got so many other things going on, and I doubt handling this is one of the things he wants to do. Yeah.
I don't think he ever intended on running the day-to-day operations.
Yeah.
I mean, how many CEOs do?
Yeah. I mean, again, for him, I think once he got in there and he first started cutting everything, he saw a lot of management. That's where he first started cutting everything. He thought there was too much management in the crew, in the organization. So, and I guess then he fired the CEO. I think it was that girl he fired like a month ago. And I guess he just said, okay, I'll take it from here. And now that he's in there, he's probably like, hey, this is too much. I got a lot of other things I got to be doing every day, too.
Well, he just keeps on losing people, followers, and advertisers. I guess one of them that people are upset about, I guess there was a policy that barred accounts from promoting competing platforms like Facebook and Instagram. So the users on Twitter expressed how upset they were over the new rule because they were accustomed to sharing messages across open social media platforms, which you can do. Mm-hmm. And I understand Instagram, Facebook, same, right? I understand that. But I guess back with Twitter, which I didn't utilize that much. So, Jimmy, you probably know better than me. I know you a little far and few in between. I have it. I just don't utilize it.
Yeah, I don't use mine at all. I mean, the most that I do is on Real Radio's Twitter. Of course, we have some interaction there.
Yep.
But at Real Radio 921. If you want to follow us.
He suspended accounts. Several journalists also accused him of doxing him by revealing his personal information and the whereabouts of his private jet in real time. There was that one dude.
That check, didn't he have that?
There was a whole mess with the blue check, and now there's a great check and all kinds of checks. I don't know.
Check.
Too many checks.
Check your ass.
Yeah.
Well, it actually, one was for businesses. Right, so they changed it a little bit of the color schemes, and then of course the $8. He was trying to make some money on it. Probably not the greatest idea in the world. I would say that so far has been probably one of the worst decisions he's made so far.
Well, I also think the timing when you first come in, like it was the first couple of weeks, and he changed that. I mean, if you're going to do that, maybe wait down the road a year, 6 months, and see how things are, and say, hey, after evaluating this for 6 months, we have to make some money.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it. But that was his first thing.
Yeah, he was making changes right away without really giving it, I think, a lot of thought. I mean, again, it's everybody's opinion on that part of it, That's at least the way I kind of took it. I just maybe it's like evaluate first and then start making decisions. And he just looked like he was running in there.
Cleaning house is what it looked like. Well, so the gold check is actually a platform for official businesses.
That's it.
The gray check is for government accounts.
Right.
And now they are rolling out a Square affiliation badges for select businesses too. So I don't know. So I just think it's just getting confusing.
I'm sure when he was looking at the company, he saw a lot of things already. And, I'm going to walk in, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. But I think, like you say, public perception is that what they see the first time. And when people have to get charged for anything, I don't care what it is. If you're not paying for something and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean, it goes up. I see guys with a cigar. A cigar goes up $1. They'll question it. Hey, last week it was X.
Well, they must be bitching now.
Right?
The way everything's going up.
Yeah.
But I understand. The point is you've had something for free for so long, and then all of a sudden you got to pay $8 a month for it. Yeah, $8 a month isn't a lot. It was one of the things that, and again, I'll sound a little cheap here, but this past year was the first time that they ever charged parking over at the St. Lucie Mets games. And
you noticed?
And it wasn't $1, it was $5.
And you noticed.
And well, it makes a difference.
Yeah, because it was free.
You're used to going in there, there's not that big of a crowd, but they're trying to make up some of the money they lost.
Well, the South Florida Fair did the same thing. For a while they didn't they didn't charge for parking, and then they did it. Trying to make up for money.
Yeah, I think anytime you go anywhere and you're a customer and there's a price or a big change, you're gonna notice. You're definitely gonna notice if you're conscious to it. And like you just said, when something's free, like I used to tell you about the heat, it wasn't free, but I noticed when they raised the valet prices. I mean, from 30 to 50 to 70. I mean, at some point you go, all right, that's it. I'm not going to do it. And same thing with certain things. So you can go to certain places and you'll pay a lot more for something because you're in a bad area where the prices indicate it. Anything in hotels.
So I do have a couple things in the text line, 47142. Start off with Real Radio. Everything from bathrooms to somebody who just came back from Vegas. That is our text line. So just got back from Vegas, stayed at the Park MGM, which is nice.
Place.
That's where we put people up for the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it says smoke free, which is awesome. At least it doesn't smell like an ashtray. Love how anywhere you go, though, on the strip, it smells like straight babanya.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. We were talking about
God, that's so annoying.
Yeah, we were talking about nice bathrooms. The best bathroom I've been in is Greek's. I don't know who that is, but somebody's been into your bathroom.
That's what I said. Get your own shit.
Somebody said, I remember when bathrooms were for taking, use the S word, but, poops, not a selfie. Yeah, that's typically what they're there for.
Yeah.
I'm going to sound a little ignorant. Didn't it kind of just start with the fact that we didn't have camera phones that could reverse and people were taking selfies that way in the mirror?
Yeah, of course.
But most bathrooms have a mirror instead of,
Yeah, I mean, again, like you said, who carried a camera around? If you saw a camera, some of you thought they were tourists. Especially when I lived in the city. I mean, you didn't have them. Now everybody's got them everywhere.
Well, phones didn't have a selfie camera.
They didn't. No, but when digital cameras became popular, I carried mine around in my bag.
But not
even when I was on vacation.
I know, but not everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody.
The way
You
it
don't.
is now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Well,
9 out of
it's
10.
your phone.
Yeah, I mean, 9 out of 10 people.
It's so accessible. Who leaves home without it? And then somebody has a reminder here. Where is Greek's reindeer list?
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Can we do it in a 1 o'clock hour?
No, because you're gonna go cheat like you did last year.
Let's do it at 2 o'clock. Can we do it at 2 o'clock?
I love it. You have the music, Dancer and Prancer.
Well, they say the name of them when they play the music.
Oh, so that's not fair. I thought I'd get away with that, Franny. Can't get anything by you, girl.
Listen, it's the text line. They're the ones who they text that, and I'm just reading it.
How about some Christmas? You got any Rolling Stones, Jimmy?
Does it have the names?
There you go.
Oh, there you go. The instrumental. All right, good.
There's Prancer.
Mm-hmm.
There's Dixon.
No Dixon. You always want to put Dixon in there. There's
Hey,
no
he loves the
Dixon.
Dixon.
You
He is a
do
big
love
fan
the
of the
Dixon. No Dixon.
All right, so there's Prancer.
Yes.
There's Cupid.
Yes.
There's Danner.
Yeah. No.
Donner.
No, yep.
Donner.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, it's so tough. They're like my exes. Oh my god, I can remember all 9 girls I lived with.
If you remember the song and you can remember the order, it'll help you.
Yeah, as a child.
You just gotta listen to it. A few times.
All right, so we got,
over
you
and
got
over.
Cupid,
Yeah. You got 3 so far.
Dancer, Vixen.
Okay. You said one more.
Yeah, it was 4. There was no Blixen.
You're close. Whatever, give it to you. Blitzen.
Blitzen. All right, that's good. So that's 4.
And you said Donner already, so I'll give that to you.
All right, so we
we're
got
at 5.
I said Dancer for Elton John.
You did.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't know. Did I say Dancer, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cupid, Dancer, Vixen, Blitzen, and Donner.
So I got 5. 3 more. You sister's ass. Let me think.
That's number 9.
Sister's ass.
Screw Rudolph.
Yeah.
No, I love Rudolph.
Do I want your sister's ass or a red nose?
I'll take both.
Wow, that joke wrote itself.
You're on real TV right now.
Oh my goodness.
Sponsored by Monroe's. I'm
I love
struggling.
it. He is
I'm
counting
counting.
on his fingers, trying to figure this out.
I said Cupid. I'm thinking of those damn plates. We had plates with
All
the
right,
reindeer.
you got 5.
We bought them at Z Gallery.
We'll leave it as is.
Who did I forget?
Just have it ready for tomorrow.
Who did I forget?
You forgot Dasher.
Damn it.
Not damn it. You forgot, you said Cupid, right? Comet.
Oh, Comet. I forgot him.
Vixen.
Vixen.
Not Dixon.
Oh, that was close.
Vixen.
Could have gave it to me.
No,
It's
they're
a Holly.
completely different.
It's one letter.
Dixon and Vixen.
Oh, man.
Different.
I'm studying tonight. I'm hitting
All
the
right.
books.
So, speaking of the holidays,
Jimmy, I might call you. Leave your phone on.
these are artists or musicians who have or have not made a Christmas album.
Oh.
All right?
It seems like everybody has.
So it's just a simple yes or no, all right?
Mm-hmm.
We are going to start here with Billy Idol. Did Billy Idol have a Christmas album?
Yes.
Oh, Billy Idol. It's a hot time in the city. I'm going to say no.
And Jimmy is correct. Yes, it was actually called Happy Holidays by Billy Idol.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Man, I wonder what that sounds like.
Did the Dixie Chicks...
like the Angry Album 4.
The Dixie Chicks, I believe now just known as the Chicks. They took the Dixie off
Yeah.
of their name. Did they have a Christmas album? Yes or no?
I would assume yes.
I'm going to say no.
And Jimmy, you're correct once again. No, they did not.
Jimmy's 2-0. I'm 0-2.
All right. Bob Dylan, Christmas album. Yes or no?
I would say yes.
I'm going to think no.
Jimmy, you're correct. Yes, it's called Christmas in the Hearts.
Stick to folk music, Bob.
The Afro Man, if you don't know who that is, that's a Because I Got High. Because I Got High.
Yeah, we
Because I
heard a
Got
rendition
High.
of that earlier.
Did Afro Man have a Christmas album? Yes or no?
Wow, that's one of those ones you almost think it's going to be a trick question.
Yeah.
Like, no way he would, but that means he does. I'm going to stick with no. I'm going to say he doesn't.
I'm going to say yeah.
G-Man, you got one correct. It is called A Colt 45 Christmas.
Right up my alley.
3-1.
It's a banger.
A tall boy.
Did I already do Weezer? Did we do Weezer already?
No, you didn't say Weezer.
Weezer.
Weezer?
Yes.
I think they did.
Did Weezer do one? All
I'm
right.
going to agree with Jimmy.
Yes, it was called Christmas with Weezer. All right.
That was wow, it really came up with a good one there, huh? What a name.
They worked on that for 3 months.
How creative.
Now, did John Legend?
Yes.
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
I'll say no, just because.
All right, it's yes, and it's called A Legendary Christmas.
All right, 3-2.
Legendary Christmas.
Right, so we're not going to get tricked out, I think, on these.
Next, we have David Hasselhoff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Hasselhoff? Yeah.
The Hoffman?
Oh, I'm dreaming of a beach Christmas.
Of course
David Hasselhoff. Yes, he did, and it was called The Night Before Christmas. Yes, he did. Snoop Dogg.
Oh, yeah.
You would think, right?
Yeah, he's blowing out doing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They called it wrapping paper.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I can see even like a special appearance by Martha Stewart.
Oh, nice. Oh, by the way, the Walgreens next to us over here, I almost
yeah?
purchased it. I need to stop and get a couple things. They have
Arby's?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Arby's?
The Arby's wrapping paper.
I know, but I said by the way because you said Martha Stewart and
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
They have a case, a double thing of is it 19 Crimes? Have you heard of those wines?
No.
19 Crimes, I believe, is the name of it. And they're really cool. And they're actually inexpensive wines. And on it, they have, it looks like different mugshots from back in the olden days. And you can actually download an app for the 19 Crimes, and you put it up to the label with the face, with the mugshot or whatever it is.
All right.
And the characters on there will start talking to you and tell you the story of why they got arrested. It's really
Wow.
cool. And the wine, so they gave Snoop Dogg a version called Cali Red, and they gave Martha Stewart her own version called Martha's Chardonnay. So they have a little gift box with one of her wines and one of her right here. I was like, I know where I'm going after work.
Wow.
I think it'd be a great little gift.
That's wild.
You get a Snoop and a Martha. I've tried it with the prisoners. I haven't tried it with Snoop to see if he will talk to you when you download the app.
Do you think they've ever slept together?
No.
Jimmy?
No.
No. His
wanna
album.
think so.
His album.
I think he is.
Yeah, so you guys were correct. Yes, his album was Christmas at the Doghouse.
Oh, it's perfect.
Snoop Dogg is happily married. He when you see him and they have show list, I guess I don't know what happens behind closed doors, but he seems like he loves his wife a lot.
Here comes my inner Greek. So?
I know. The Greeks. I know. I don't think they did.
Is it serious?
I think they're just friends.
You can be friends and not sleep with each other.
Yeah, I don't think they slept
Exactly.
with each other.
That was what
Hello.
we said.
Duh. One more here, Bruno Mars.
Vixen?
Bruno Mars, yes or no?
Bruno Mars.
Yeah, I'll say yes.
Man, I got to catch Jimmy, and if I don't, I'm not going to lose 3-2. So I'll say no.
G-Man, you're correct. It is a no.
So we're tied. Are we gonna-
Yes, you are.
We're tied. One more. We need one more.
That's it. That's all I have. I
Come
can't.
on,
I can't,
pull one
I
out.
Can't,
Come
I can't
on.
make a, Mariah Carey. I can't.
Mariah Carey? I'm going to say no. She should, though.
She should get
It
one.
might be real popular. They might even call her the Queen of Christmas.
I think tonight might be her special. I
Is
gotta
that
look
it?
into it. Yeah,
Oh,
she's
thank
having her.
God, because I'm tired of hearing the commercial. I love that
Yes,
woman.
I was gonna say, I thought she was your girl.
I would have her baby. But boy, I tell you, I'm tired
you'd
of
be
that
a rich
promo.
man.
I am tired of that promo.
You be a rich man if you had a baby.
It either happened last night or
Men can have babies.
Oh, it happened last night, so you have to know. You no longer have to listen to the promo.
Oh, it was last
Damn it,
night.
I missed it. It was a 2-hour special. Yeah.
Damn it.
Damn it, right?
Always miss stuff like
That's
that.
what On Demand's for.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
I'll watch it tonight.
Okay.
So you can't think of anybody else to break the tie?
Okay, hold on.
How about Miley Cyrus?
You don't even know how to say her name right.
So what?
Yeah, well.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Care. 2023, will Greek care about anything?
3 in the morning, Jimmy.
Nope.
Miley Cyrus or Dolly Parton?
Myri. It's Miley with an L.
Whatever. Who do you sleep with first?
Dolly, I don't know. Might have to go with Myri.
You think?
Yeah, she cleaned up her act a little bit.
First.
She doesn't look like.
But then after her, you got to sleep with Dolly. Or would you sleep with Dolly
All right,
first?
no problem.
Yeah?
Man, how about the same time?
Wow. You got
All
started.
right.
I tell you what,
You represent.
hop on board. Choo choo. Literally.
Oh, my God. They're writing themselves today. 877-927-6969. You guys give us a call. One of the topics today or things on the table. If you give somebody a gift and a week goes by, is it okay to call them and ask them or
All right,
text them?
Tiebreaker here. Did RuPaul ever have a Christmas album?
Yes.
All right, so that is correct. So no tiebreaker there.
Oh, well.
The Duck Dynasty. Did they ever record a holiday album?
Yes.
I'll say yes, too.
Gosh darn it, you guys are right again. How about Rosie O'Donnell?
No. I'm going to say no. God, I hope she never sang.
Man, this is a tough one. I'm going to have to pull out all my reindeer on this one.
Did Rosie O'Donnell ever record a holiday album?
Oh, you said
Pull it
it.
out, Greek.
You said that so
Pull it
nice.
out.
I'm going to say yes to win.
And G-Man won.
Yes!
She did. It was a Rosie Christmas, 1999. She followed it up with another Rosie Christmas in 2000.
Wow.
She had both
God.
featured duets with NSYNC, Beyonce, Celine Dion, Billy Joel, Elmo.
Wow.
What?
What
Wow.
a crew.
Right?
Who was the guy that bought that?
One person. A guy at a
right.
sea caucus.
So you won, G-Man.
It's not about winning.
He's the one. Let's do more.
It's about winning.
I was just going to say that. It's not about winning.
Your scoreboard, pal.
It's not the gift you get.
I got a scenario for you guys.
Okay.
Speaking of gifts and giving, here is the scenario. When a secret Santa gift is too much, what would you do? I was invited to a Christmas party. We were given a name to buy that person a $25 gift, of course, how secret Santas work. I bought my person a $25 bottle of wine. My friend Joanna gave me a signed guitar by Roger Waters of Pink Floyd.
Wow.
Cool.
I said I shouldn't accept it, and that it was too much, but I ended up leaving the party with it. What was the right thing to do? Would it be to take the gift or to not take it because it's obviously worth way over $25? And I tell you what, you can substitute, as far as your scenario and your answer, substitute the Roger Waters with a pair of earrings or something that's way over, right? It doesn't just necessarily have to be that guitar. But the idea is, what happens when you do a Secret Santa and you get something that's way over the limit? Do you not take it? Do you not accept
I
it?
probably would. The person knew the rules of the game, right? And they decide to go above and beyond on their own. So, yes.
Right? Okay. So, Franny says yes. Greek, what do you think?
I would have to put two factors in, and I don't know if I could. If the person liked me in a romantic way, then I wouldn't accept it because I think I would.
Yeah, but if they didn't?
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't accept it.
Okay.
And if I knew the person couldn't afford what they bought, in my mind, I wouldn't accept it either.
Okay. So take all that out. They
All right,
can
take
afford
that
it.
out because that's
and they don't
there's
like you.
no way you'd be in a scenario like that with a Secret Santa.
Yeah.
I would say no.
You
say
still
no.
wouldn't accept
you
it.
You wouldn't accept
How
it.
about you?
That's a big thing.
It is huge, but at the same time, somebody could take offense that you weren't into their gift.
But a guitar like that, unless I'm wrong, isn't that like a couple $1,000s?
Well, it's invaluable. It's a signed guitar. I mean,
Could be more.
I'm sure that there would be a dollar amount to it, but it's way over 25. I mean, that's the scenario,
Yeah,
right?
it's
that
over
I'm trying to create
$25.
here. It's so way over 25, not even 30, not 100. It's probably what would be considered at least a couple $100s, if not more.
Oh yeah,
if
a guitar?
not more, right?
Forget
Roger Waters signed guitar.
A guitar's a
that's-
couple hundred.
I don't know what something like that goes for.
I'm thinking a couple thousand.
I would think so too, but I don't. I'm torn. I'm really torn because I mean the natural thing is to accept it, just because you don't want to look like you're not accepting of them and you're not accepting their gift. I'm surprised she knew the name. That's not exactly what a Secret Santa is supposed to be. But I tell you,
I guess maybe
I would
after the
probably
fact.
end up taking it just because I think I would look worse if I didn't. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason. I mean, I don't know.
That's a big gift.
But it is way more than it should be. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And Joanna, you're a real scumbag for putting her into that position.
I mean, maybe the person just has the connect like that. Maybe to them it wasn't a big deal. Maybe they had it in their room for a while.
Can you imagine that, though?
Like
Yeah,
you just
give
you
up
just
a
don't
signed
know.
guitar by Roger Waters?
Maybe they have another one
For a Secret Santa? Well, maybe,
Yeah.
right? There's a scenario. Maybe you want it and you're not a fan.
Maybe they
you're not
forgot
a
that they were
fan.
doing Secret Santa and they're looking around the house like, oh crap, what would be cool to give out?
I don't know who Pink Floyd is. I mean, there are people out there.
Yeah,
Who
sure.
knows?
True.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
It could happen. It doesn't seem like a big deal to them, so they give that away. So I don't know. I was just kind of curious on that.
I think it's a very good question.
It was more. That's why I was trying to play it more along the lines of take it out that it's a guitar. It's just something that's way over what it should be, and I don't know. I think I just would feel weird not taking it.
I mean, I feel weird when somebody buys me a box of cigars. I really do. And sometimes I just say, no, just get me a couple. If I give them a game.
Give me a break.
I do. No, I'm not kidding you. It's happened to me numerous times. If I know the guy's stacked, then I don't mind. But if it's one of my buddies just did a couple weeks ago, I said, "Give me 2 cigars. Don't give me a box.
Right.
It's too much. It really is. I don't want to spend $300, but $10 each. That's not bad. But everybody's different. I don't think. But that I'm looking at that. It's like I said, and I could be wrong. 2,000. It could be worth 5,000. You don't know.
Again, that's the thing, right? I mean, how do you put a value to something that's signed like that by, and not only that, but I mean, a legend.
Yeah,
an
it's
absolute
collector's item.
legend. And that's. I mean, I'm sure there's more out there, but still, that is a pretty expensive gift to give somebody. But boy, I tell you, I wonder what that was like, what that Christmas party was like, because it doesn't say if it was at work or something. So imagine opening that.
You'd be like, wow, this
At
is
work.
big. It is the Penthouse. We got some Florida stories coming up. Anything about Secret Santa, Franny?
No, nothing about Secret Santa. But I do have some Florida stories. One happened at the Miami International Airport, another as a standoff with the SWAT team, and more coming your way in your What the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
We've all felt the impact of rising food prices. For families in poverty, they're facing malnutrition and even death. You can feed a family for a month with your $50 donation to Compassion International. Just text the word radio to 97646.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just 1 dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile is the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orphanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Relationships are sacred, whether it's with our loved ones, our communities, even the land that we cherish so much. We, as Native Americans, understand the importance of these relationships, and we celebrate them. Today, let's continue the celebration by protecting ourselves and our loved ones with an updated vaccine that protects against both the original COVID virus and Omicron.
We can do this. Find updated COVID vaccines at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This holiday season, 12 strangers, 12 tales, 12 ghosts. A fiction podcast from me, Aaron Mahnke, starring Malcolm McDowell.
So, this is the afterlife.
This is the liminal space between life and the next chapter. This is the great in-between.
A chilling new collection of stories presented in immersive 3D audio starting December 14th, ending on Christmas Day. Listen to 12 Ghosts on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi there. I'm getting paid to talk to you, and yet I'm the most boring person I know. Isn't that unfair? Yes, it is. Of course, you could join me. Just start a podcast with Spreaker from iHeart. If you've got something to say, they'll help you monetize it. And I bet you've got more to say than I do. I have literally nothing to say, and I'm loving life. Spreaker.com. That's SPREAKER.com. Get paid to talk.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
Have you been naughty or nice this year? Cash don't care. At Jackson Hewitt, you could still get up to $4,500 for the holidays. Some bucks now, more bucks in January. So be naughty. Snap up all the ginger snaps. Wear a pretty sweater to an ugly sweater holiday party. You could still get up to $4,500 when you go to Jackson Hewitt today. Details at jacksonhewitt.com. Eligible clients can get up to $1,000 in December and up to $3,500 in January. Loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Finance charge may apply.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
West Palm Beach, daytime construction taking up 2 left lanes. We're slow Southern Boulevard eastbound right at Congress Avenue. Expressways moving along nicely. 95 and the Turnpike, both up to speed. Make sure that you watch out for pedestrians on your drive. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The FTX crypto story continues, and just wait until you hear what the regulators have in store next. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to The Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Real Radio 92.1, broadcasting from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Pierre Brown. Do you know what I have stuffed in my stocking? 8 inches of pure meat. Hot. Hey, this is Granny. Greg, why does Santa always have a full sack? Well, because he only comes once a year, honey.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
That makes sense.
I guess when you think about it.
It does.
Ho, ho, ho. It is the holidays on Real Radio. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you're having a good time out there. Whatever you're doing, be patient and be nice. Pretty simple. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, hey.
And it doesn't matter what day it is. We always got stories about Florida.
Florida.
Florida. Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, this past Friday, deputies responded to a Florida hospital in reference to a domestic battery incident. Well, when they arrived, they made contact with the female victim who said that Brandy Murch had placed her hand and arm on her neck during an argument. She told deputies that Merck quickly approached her and placed her hands around her neck while pushing her onto the bed. She said that she didn't lose consciousness during the incident, but she did state that she had to use her legs to get her off of her, to kick her off her. Well, they said the argument continued, and they were just yelling at each other. The victim said that Murch proceeded to charge at her, place her hands on her throat as they both fell to the floor, just rolling around. They said she placed her forearm on her neck, putting pressure to restrict her from breathing. The victim told the deputies that she was able to get her off a second time. She briefly left the room and then returned. Murch did. She said the victim advised her to go away, and that she ended up pushing over a shelf near the room's entrance, and it struck the victim in the right eye. So this is a huge old brawl. She had a bump and swelling above her elbow and on her hand. Said that she was unable to move her arm when the cops came. She ended up driving herself to the hospital, and then the cops came to the hospital after the fact to get her word for it. Well, all of this was all over bills. They said that this whole thing was because she was upset that she owed her some money, and I guess that's why you don't loan people money.
Especially around the holidays. People want their money.
Yeah, but they said that this whole argument and this fight, this full-out brawl between two women started over bills. And then, yes, we have a guy, and this 60-year-old man detectives said was in the southbound lane at an intersection. And that's when a man later identified as Curtis Kempton was observed pulling into a parking lot of a Circle K. So they're like, all right, he appeared when they saw him get out of the car. He appeared to be partially nude and was running around the parking lot. So the detective heard Kempton scream the word, "Hey!" in the direction of several other people who were in the parking lot. And he was observed pulling a pair of tan shorts over what appeared to be a pair of boxers. So he's dressing himself there. So the detectives drove to the gas station to see what was going on. They said they briefly lost sight of Kempton. Then they observed, once they lost him, a car recklessly drive over a curb and into a ditch located directly to the west of the gas pumps from the gas station. Well, it was Kempton who was in that car who did it. That's why they lost him, because he jumped in the car and decided to, I guess, drive, which he ended up in a ditch. So they saw him as he kept on pulling up his shorts. Then they spotted a black firearm in his right hand. That's when they told him to drop the firearm. They said he immediately pointed it straight up at the air in a careless manner. The detective issued another order for the firearm to be dropped. Kempton proceeded to open his hand, which allowed the firearm to drop, which is what he should have done. Well, when he was detained in handcuffs, besides acting erratically and irrationally, they said, do you want to know why he was acting like that? Yeah, why he was acting so erratically, running around partially nude, drove into a ditch.
He had the Patriot Sunday.
Close. No, he was on meth, is what he was on.
Oh,
makes sense.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Put it all together.
Hit the defroster.
Yeah, he was on meth. And then there was a standoff. It was first just between this guy and some deputies. And this happened, Osceola. And they said that this guy, his name was Xavier Carlisle, went to a house that was not his. And this man is a wanted man. Well, they gave him a heads up. The deputies like, yo, we found Xavier. You might want to come over here and get him. So the residents at the address also said that he had a gun. Well, when the cops came, he refused orders from deputies to leave the home. He said at one point he texted another resident of the home that he was willing to leave. He was like, tell the cops, I'm willing to leave, but I got to get high first.
I got priorities.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I don't know if I'm going to get good weed in the
Gotta
joint.
get
I'll
high.
be real quick.
Yep.
I got to smoke some babanya.
I guess he didn't get high quick enough because the SWAT team was eventually brought in to secure him.
He probably is worse where I can't get a break.
Yeah, after some running away, hiding in a shed, all kinds of stuff, they were eventually able to use what they say less lethal gas into the shed to arrest him, detain him. And then finally here, just go to realradio921.com. You will see a lady lose her mind at Miami International Airport. This was yesterday in front of a crowd. Listen, holiday travel is insane right now.
Yes.
And a lot of people are on edge. But she just lost it. And I guess, okay, so the backstory is that her two kids weren't with her and they were supposed to be. Mm-hmm. According to reports, they went to the bathroom and didn't tell mom. Mom freaked out, but mom freaked out on the wrong people. Instead of being like, hey, where are my kids? Can you help me find my kids? She just started tirade, lost her mind, picked up a computer screen, threw it at one of the gate agents out there. For American Airlines. They said it hit her, hit the woman. She kept her cool even after getting hit and during all this chaos. And so she did eventually get arrested. Her kids came back. She was like, oh, there they are. And they said that caused about $10,000 in damages, has been charged with disorderly conduct, criminal mischief, and aggravated battery. You can catch that realradio921.com/penthouse.
Thank you, Francis. Twice a show. We do it 11 to 5 and 1:05, even during the holidays. You guys keep giving us good stuff. It is the Penthouse. We'll come back. And what do you get the person that has everything? We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
There's very few cases where your name becomes something good.
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah, Pee Wee Herman, you're not good. Talk about a turnaround, man. You got to wait.
Because I think, okay, yeah, I've masturbated in public and didn't get caught. That sucks that it happened to Pee Wee Herman.
What was that? Wait, what?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Drought, war, and rising food prices have doubled the number of families facing malnutrition. You can help. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio to 97646.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
The FTX crypto story continues, and just wait until you hear what the regulators have in store next. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to The Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And As a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Nancy Grace here. Big news. Brand new cold case podcast, Zone 7 with Cheryl McCollum. You get to work a cold case with investigator Cheryl McCollum, family members, detectives, trusted criminal justice pros who make up her, quote, Zone 7.
This ain't just a podcast, honey, but a war room.
Listen to Zone 7 with Cheryl McCollum now on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hazel Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Oh, mate, it's bloody cold out there. Lucky for you, it's a scorcher down under. Heat things up with Outback's new Smoke and Spice menu, starting at just $16.99. Try our sizzling sirloin, dripping with spicy steak butter and paired with Nashville hot shrimp. Give our Kingsland pasta a twirl, grilled steak and shrimp with creamy Alfredo. What's hiding inside that magnificent dome of smoke? Why, it's our new smoked porterhouse with juicy cuts of New York strip and filet. Try this smoking hot new menu at a down under price, only at Outback Steakhouse.
We conquer cancer. For the mom-to-be who is out of treatment options. For the doctor who has a brilliant idea but needs research funding. For the people who faced cancer head-on and climbed incredible heights while they were with us. For the children who celebrate the end of chemo. We conquer cancer for all who have been touched by it. Conquer Cancer accelerates breakthroughs in research and care for every cancer, every patient, everywhere. Join us at conquer.org.
It's the week when the jolly man in the red suit goes from house to house delivering gifts. But let's get real. He's too busy to make sure the kiddos are taken care of that you should take it upon yourself to take care of you. And the best place to do that is Begin Anew Med Spa. Hey, this is Franny, and right now is the best time to check out Begin Anew because they have incredible specials for the month of December. Looking to get rid of some extra pounds? Ask the medical pros at Begin Anew about the much talked about FDA-approved semaglutide. It promotes weight loss, it's non-habit forming, it's safe and extremely effective, and this is great. It's only a once-a-week injection, and this month it is only $599 for an 8-week supply. And right now, Begin Anew has testosterone therapy starting at only $49 a week. These are just a few of their December specials. Make sure you give them a follow on their Instagram at Begin Anew for all their holiday specials. And keep in mind that a gift card to Begin Anew would be a great stocking stuffer or gift to give. Check them out today at beginanewmed.com.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
West Palm Beach, daytime construction taking up 2 left lanes. We're slow Southern Boulevard eastbound right at Congress Avenue. Expressways moving along nicely. 95 and the Turnpike, both up to speed. Make sure that you watch out for pedestrians on your drive. That's traffic on Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The FTX crypto story continues, and just wait until you hear what the regulators have in store next. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to The Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound
Listen to The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. You're listening to Real Radio
92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday, WWG Day, Christmas version coming at you today. We'll get to that about 1:35. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello.
And what do you get to person or female, male or female, who has everything? You got to ask questions and find out maybe there is something that you can pick up them that they wouldn't get for themselves. Jimmy, what would your thoughts be on something like that? If you had to get a gift for somebody who has everything, you would think of how to solve that problem.
Well, I think naturally we try to think of something that they like. And I think one of the things that I've noticed this year and, of course, in the past couple of years is people like experiences. So if I know that Franny is a big fan of Foo Fighters and I know that they've got a concert coming up, how about a pair of Foo Fighter tickets?
That's very nice.
Now, that seems to be something that is kind of on the trend right now. If I know that Greek likes lap dances, I might get him a gift certificate in Monroe's.
There you
An
go.
experience.
I like it. I like
that
it.
everybody can that he can enjoy. But the experiences, that would be something like that's off the top of my head.
And I think we're going to end this because that was perfect.
I agree. I agree.
think there's no other way.
But I
nailed it.
I was right with you. If you would have got, I would have said the same thing. Experiences. I think that is one of the things that you can give somebody. Like you said, concerts are great. Even a massage. If somebody's been talking about wanting to go skydiving or whatever it is.
You know, it usually boils down to knowing the person and knowing their interest, right? And what, what they like. So that's where you can kind of. I like the skydiving thing. That's a great idea. I mean, if you got a little deeper pockets, obviously that's not going to be your average $25 gift.
The Dolphins game or something, like something that if they're into a certain team and they're not going and buy them a pair of tickets to that. I think that's always nice. Experiences to me tops the list. But then also, even if it's somebody who has everything, I think people always appreciate a nice bottle of whatever they enjoy too.
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, I think that's a perfect gift too for a lot of people because usually the person who has everything, like you said, they have it. I'm sure they have their liquor at their home, but they could always use another bottle, or it could be wine, cigars for a lot of people. I see them the last couple of weeks, stuff like that. One of my buddies last week got me the things for my head, the earbuds. They were great. I mean, I would never have bought them on my own. I would have never done it. I really did because I had the wire for years, which everybody knew. But he's like, gee, I want to get these for you and, say thank you for everything. And I appreciate it.
And I know, this might sound a little silly along those lines, but you know what? In a way, you're probably better off because eventually they're going to go to wireless anyway.
Yes.
I mean, I know at least on my phone, I can't plug a wire in anymore. I mean, the latest phone that I have, which is a Samsung. But so, you have to, right? To some extent.
Oh,
so
I enjoy them.
You got to go with the technology to some extent.
Yeah, I enjoy them. The only thing is that everybody has said to me, and I've done it 2 or 3 times, they're easy to lose.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've left the case on the table, then had to go back in. I didn't realize it. I changed jackets once to go out, and I had it in my inside pocket. Then when I got in my car, I realized I didn't have them.
Yep.
They're just it. With the wire, it's pretty tough because it's around your neck. I mean, you had it, you have it. But no, it was a great gift. I really appreciate it. I was taken back by when he gave it to me because I think it's an expensive gift. But it was something that, he goes, what else can I give you? And I thought it was great. And like you said, knowing the person. But I agree with you too, Franny, where you say, like, if you find something that they drink, something they like, you could always get it. If you guys have...
Even a lot of people, I enjoy these. I know we talked about the last week, how some of these just go in the drawer and you forget about them. But if somebody likes a certain restaurant, establishment, whatever it is.
Gift card.
It's nice to give them a gift card to that place if, they frequent it.
Yeah, I think that's very cool, too. If you could do something like that, a place that they like to go to, and it doesn't, I think that's always perfect if they like a certain restaurant. But again, for people, a lot of times, like you said, they forget it. But it's just more of the thought. If you guys have something for the holidays, try to answer, get somebody something that seems to have everything. Females will be a little bit harder than men, I think, in a lot of ways, especially if you're not romantically involved with them. So it is tough. So maybe a nice candle, something like that might be nice. I saw a candle yesterday at Saks, $270.
Woo.
It was huge.
I mean, candles are pricey as is. That's ridiculous.
Really. Just your regular old Yankee candles up there.
I picked up this candle. I go, wow, this is nice. I go, this is huge. Lady goes, it's $270. So I'm like, wow.
I'm going to put it right back there.
It's huge. There's a huge spot that it goes at, and that's where we're going to put it.
I was like, wow, that's a lot. She was like, I think she said it could, what did she say, 60 hours? They promise you 60 hours that you can keep it lit.
I would time it.
Yeah.
Money back.
For $275.
Yeah, can I have that?
I want a timer on that.
Yeah, it was also a brand, so I'd probably add to it. But I thought it was a lot. It was
if it's in Saks, come on.
Yeah, it was a lot. But it was big.
I saw I was like, I definitely want to try this. So I follow
Pinterest and Instagram, and there's this one woman who I follow who does these beautiful charcuterie boards, and she does like different kind of cooking things. But she she did a butter candle. So what she did is she got like the wick, right?
All right.
And she put a hole in a Solo cup, and then she put the wick through it, and then she took some butter that she softened or melted, and she poured it in the Solo cup to create that
Instead of
mold.
wax,
yeah,
you
to
had butter.
create the mold of the butter, right? And then she put it in the fridge or freezed it so it'd solidify.
Right.
And then she took it out, somehow was able to take it out perfectly, like get out the mold out, and it had the wick and it looked like a candle. And then she put it in between like in the middle of a bread bowl. So then all you had to do was just take pieces. And she lit the candle, the wick.
Okay. Right.
So then the bottom,
wow, that's
or the
cool.
top where the candle is, would be melted butter. And then she took the bread from the bread bowl and dipped it in. I was like, that is genius.
Wow.
Oh, I'm doing it over the holidays.
That's cool.
I'm making a
Oh,
butter
that's-
candle. I'm going to see how that. And you can even do like different herbs in the butter, like do an herb butter that you dip the.
That's cool.
It's a fat girl talking to me right now. I'm getting so excited about it.
It's a neat concept. Now you got to have a special wick, right? That wouldn't have any toxins or anything.
Yeah,
that would go.
I would assume
I don't know if
so.
they do. Maybe they don't. Maybe a
Yeah.
natural wick doesn't have. I don't know that.
I'm making a trip to Michael's this week, so
Because
we'll see how it goes.
You'll see the soot fall from a wick,
Yeah.
and that probably wouldn't look too good in butter. It's something that you want to eat.
I'm sure
right?
maybe they have some kind of.
There's got to be.
natural
Sure.
kind of wick that you can purchase.
That is a cool
She
idea.
may actually have put it on her thing. I just didn't look.
That's
but
pretty cool.
Bet your ass I saved that thing. So I could do it. That's
cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is the
Food porn.
Penthouse on a Wednesday. We're going to come back with a trifecta and a holiday version of WWGD. And for any of something,
Wait, how long did you say the candle was supposed to last?
60 hours,
And how much did it cost?
$270.
So I
Joe Malone.
somebody said that a Yankee candle, one of those, what I'm talking about, the jarred Yankee candles, they last up to 150 hours. So I feel like we're getting gypped with that $257
I'm sure it
candle.
was.
It was probably like 6,000 hours or something like that.
I thought she said 60. It was the Joe Malone candle was the biggest one you can get. They're pricey. The small ones are $120.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and they're
Again,
small.
welcome to Saks.
Right?
It is the Penthouse. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be.
I've been everywhere, man.
Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Drought, war, and rising food prices have doubled the number of families facing malnutrition. You can help. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio to 97646.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
Hayes the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best-tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume.
You wake up with a headache and sore throat. Now you're short of breath. And your body aches.
Probably should get checked for COVID.
You say. You're right. If you have COVID symptoms, talk to a doctor and get treatment right away, especially if you're over 50 or have a chronic health condition. Treatment can help prevent serious illness.
Talk to a doctor and get treatment right away.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Have you been naughty or nice this year? Cash don't care. At Jackson Hewitt, you could still get up to $4,500 for the holidays. Some bucks now, more bucks in January. So be naughty. Snap up all the ginger snaps. Wear a pretty sweater to an ugly sweater holiday party. You could still get up to $4,500 when you go to Jackson Hewitt today. Details at jacksonhewitt.com. Eligible clients can get up to $1,000 in December and up to $3,500 in January. Loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Finance charge may apply.
No one has the same favorites as you. From the stations you love, to the podcasts you binge, to the artists you can't live without. Download the free iHeartRadio app and hear what you want, when you want, for free.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-826-9895. That's 800-826-9895. 800-826-9895.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
If you have certain chronic conditions such as heart disease,
asthma,
diabetes, and you're 19 years of age or older,
52, 36,
42, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm going to ask my doctor
about getting vaccinated
with Prevnar 20.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Checking in with FHP, we are looking good along our Palm Beach roadways and expressways. Drive times are up to speed on the Turnpike in 95. Slow in Jupiter, it's that long-term road work, US 1 north and southbound between A1A Ocean Boulevard and Old Dixie Highway. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The FTX crypto story continues, and just wait until you hear what the regulators have in store next. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to The Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeartRadio station.
Hey guys, how's it going? Freddie, do you know what goes, oh, oh, oh? Santa Claus walking backwards.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. We're going to get into some WWGD, where I check my list and make it right. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Franny's here.
Hello, hello.
And we're going to do a trifecta first.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Last night was the Boca Bowl, and Toledo won 21-19 over Liberty. Small crowd, though. Very small crowd. And Toledo was -4, I believe, or 5. Thank you, DraftKings. Brightline opens up today in Boca Raton. So they have a new station in Boca Raton. I'm sure it's going to be very busy. I know a lot of people are very excited about that. Brightline opening in Boca and Aventura, 2 new locations for you guys to take the train south. Also, some sad news last night. Franco Harris passed, won 4 Super Bowls with the Steelers. Number 32, went to Penn State. He was involved in one of the biggest catches ever in NFL history. And this Sunday was going to be the 50-year celebration. The Raiders were taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they had planned to retire Franco Harris's number 32. Going to be a very sad night. But the Raiders and Steelers will be playing Sunday night at 8:20. And our Miami Dolphins, if you have anything to do Christmas, maybe go down to Hard Rock. They're playing 1 o'clock, the Green Bay Packers, and it's an important game, by the way. Dolphins have lost 3 in a row, and right now they're 8-6. They cannot lose another game. Their last 2 games are against the Patriots and the Jets in division, and this game's important, and it's not a gimme with the Packers coming to town. Everybody thought it was. I don't think so. And that is your last trifecta of the day. Peace.
All right, so it's the last trifecta on a Wednesday, which means that this is a time where we get into your emails. Specifically, your emails are to Greek. You are asking his opinion, his advice. This is something we do on Wednesdays called WWGD. What would Greek do?
Get ready for WWGD. What would Greek do?
Get out the trombone.
Can you believe people ask this guy for advice?
Remember, cook your butter.
I mean, really?
6 foot.
Yeah, I would say some players in that perimeter.
Seriously?
What is a Buckeye?
A Buckeye is a Buckeye.
It's WWGD.
Yep, and if you follow us on our Instagram at Real Radio 921, we are going live just for a little bit. You'll be able to see me, hear me, and G-Man. You're going to be able to see Jimmy, but unfortunately, you got to turn on that radio or that iHeartRadio app if you want to hear him because he is in the producer side. So let's start with Zach. Well, Zach has been hanging out with his ex lately, and right now they're both single. They're not seeing anybody else, but they're just hanging back out again. And he's like, listen, I still really do like her, and I'm thinking about asking her to spend New Year's Eve with me. G-Man, he wants to know, is that a smart move? What would Greek do?
Wrong person to ask. I've done it a million times. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but you know, you can't expect much. I mean, he's saying he still likes her, so New Year's Eve's nice. Have a good time and kick it back once. Who knows? Maybe 223, you get back together. But I've done it many times, so I'm the last person to tell the kid no in any shape or form. Take a shot. If you have nothing else going on, you have a nice evening with a good friend, and if something turns out, turns out. Don't go into expectations that you're going to have sex. Just go in there like we're going to drop the ball and see what happens. Stop the bone.
Stop the bone. Jimmy?
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, why not? I mean, if you're both single, doesn't hurt. You can ask, hey, what are you doing for New Year's Eve? And again, that's it. That's as far as it goes, and as long as that's where you keep it. I mean, Greek already said, keep your expectations low.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's it. What do you think, Franny? You think it's a big deal?
No, I think that go for it, right? You guys are already spending time together.
Mm-hmm.
As you said, you've been hanging out. So shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Shooter's
hurt.
got to shoot.
Exactly.
And don't end the friendship if she says no.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know what your hanging out means. Like, hanging out, like, are you guys hanging out? Like, friends with benefits kind of thing? Or
hanging out. Well, anytime, and I've said this many times, if you're hanging with somebody in any capacity, you must like them.
Well, and
You're
it's an
giving them
ex.
time. Yeah.
So there's been something there.
Yeah.
So it may be very familiar. So my assumption is there's probably still things going on if they're hanging out again.
Yeah, there was a fire that was lit one time, and all you need to kick it a little, and all of a sudden, kicks up.
All right, kicks up.
What?
I don't know.
Kicks up.
Exactly.
Some Viagra.
Who cares?
Okay, so
Whipped cream.
I love it. Somebody's like, pot up Jimmy. As I mentioned, we can't get Jimmy's audio in here. You're just gonna have to listen on the radio. Sorry if they don't match up. I'm on Instagram Live at Real Radio 921. He is in the producer studio. We have glass in between us, so we can't hear Jimmy. But
I just talk like Greek. Will that come through? I don't think I'm that loud.
We know you don't.
Okay, so next up we have Eric. So Eric has a girlfriend, and Eric's girlfriend has a ski trip planned with her friends and their husband. So obviously Eric is part of the mix. They're going to Colorado in January. And Eric's like, I really hate this cold. I am not a skier. It's just not my thing. He wants to know, do you think he should just stay home? Greek, what would you do?
Go. Years ago, I would say stay home, but go. The more things you do as not a couple, the more separation there is. Just go, hang out, whatever she's doing, skiing, be a part of it, and just try your best. And you can suck up the cold, stay inside. But don't, say no, because I think it's going to bother her. Her friends are going to be there. She might be the only one without somebody. Just go. It's a vacation. Try your best and fake it if you have to. But don't say no, because obviously she wants you to go. Because she would already have said, I'm assuming, hey, I'm going skiing. I know that's not your thing and you hate the cold. Colorado, maybe you'll bump into Deion Sanders. Who knows? But, yeah, I would go.
Okay. Jimmy?
Yeah, I agree. Go, enjoy, make a vacation of your own out of it. Just because, all right, so they spend a couple hours up on the slopes. Then you got a nice dinners you can go out to, and the rest of it's a vacation. Yeah, I don't see why you have to ruin or not go just because you don't like the cold and being outside. Plenty of other things to do indoors. So yeah, I would go make the best of it. Yeah,
maybe go
I'm
tobogganing.
with you. Yeah, go maybe rent like
ice skating.
Sure, ice skating. You can even just hang out in the hot tub, hang out at the lounge, hang out, just have some drinks at the bar by the fireplace while everybody else is skiing.
Yeah, bet a few games.
Snowmobiling. Yeah, there's all things you can do. It's a vacation.
I'm guessing he doesn't want to do outdoor activities because he doesn't like the cold.
Skiing.
At all.
Oh, true.
So if he doesn't like skiing or snowboarding and things. But maybe you will. Maybe
give it a
chance.
chance.
Maybe he's using the cold as an excuse for skiing,
Yeah.
and he doesn't want to ski because he doesn't want to look bad. Because obviously, if you don't know what you're
sucks.
doing, you look like a.
Yeah.
What are you going to go on the bunny trail when everybody else is,
Take lessons.
doing something else?
There's
Or-
a lot
or
of adults
maybe
taking lessons with you. Yep.
Twister, baby oil. That's
All
fun.
right.
But snowmobiling, that's a great idea. That's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. And yes, you got to bundle up. It's cold, but
Ice fishing.
that's fun. Yeah, that's what I would do. Just go ice
Perfect. She's done all these things. Listen to him.
Oh,
Listen
yeah,
to him,
he
Eric.
knows. He knows.
All right, so we all think that you should go.
Could you see me ice fishing?
All right.
No.
I'm gonna do it. Okay. And then finally here, Eric, go have fun. Finally here, we have John. John has been dating a girl about a month, and so far, so good.
Yeah. Getting some of that, John? You getting that stuff?
Getting some of
But
that. Wow.
John is like, listen, he was like, she said no gifts for Christmas.
Okay.
John
You know
wants
what
to
that
know,
means.
does that mean no gifts?
Get her something.
Or should he get her something?
Get her something small. You get her a candle, something, maybe a gift card to a nail salon. Get her something and put her in the card. Something that she's not going to be offended by. But when a woman says don't get me anything, it usually means get me something small. Maybe a teddy bear. I don't know, but something small. And just say, hey, you know what? This is the way I was raised. I wanted to get you something small. And you said no gifts, but that's it. Just something small. That's all. Poinsettia, something.
Okay. Jimmy?
Yeah, I agree 100%. Just when, Greek nailed it on the head. When they say no, it means a yes that they want something. You need to, and again, if you fear that there's going to be like, well, she really didn't get anything, and then you are the only one. Get something that you can do together. Again, we were talking earlier.
Experiences.
Get an experience. Get something,
Concert, like you said.
ought to know her enough by now that you know what kind of movies she likes. You know what kind of restaurants she likes to go to. You know what kind of concerts or music or something like that. Museum. Maybe she likes musicals. Go to, get a pair of tickets to a musical or something that she likes. And that way it's something you do together. And you can always say, well, I know you said no gifts, but this is something
that's great
for both of us. So that way it doesn't always, because sometimes if she really doesn't get anything, then you kind of feel bad.
Yeah, and suppose, sometimes
Or you make
people
her feel bad.
Yeah, and sometimes people say that, and then they get you something small. And then you know what I mean? Then you're like, oh, I should have got something small. But some smalls, like I said, even a gift card to a nail salon. That's nice. Something.
Get mani pedis together.
I think you guys are. Yeah, I think you're good.
Well,
you can even take her out to a nice Christmas dinner, whatever it is. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, Zach, Eric, John, thank you
No
for
charge.
trusting your lives into Greek's hands and, of course, Jimmy's. If you ever want us to read your email or seek the advice from the Penthouse, you can always email jimmy@realradio921.com, and you will be part of WWGD. What would Greek do?
Thank you, Francis. Thank you, everybody who writes in all year for WWGD. You guys have been great. I know I probably messed up your life, but that's life. Jimmy, who do you have?
Well, it's only Zach, Eric, and John, so it's no big deal. But yeah, we got our buddy, speaking of callers, and we just had him on the last one of the talkbacks. Greg Rice is checking in with us. Hey, Greg, what's going on, little buddy?
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Awesome, buddy. Awesome.
Couldn't be better.
Mistletoe.
Yeah, hey, Franny, I have a gift idea for you that'll be real cheap.
Okay, what's that?
A Florida Gator football jersey.
I would never spend my money on it.
Wow.
Real Radio, home of the Gators.
As Jimmy would say, there goes that sponsor.
There goes that sponsor. Well, they don't sponsor. We actually sponsor them. There goes that affiliate. Coming up in
The other two guys here love 'em.
2023, Georgia football on Real Radio.
I was like, the other guys here, you guys love them, right? Love
Yeah,
'em.
go
Love
Gators.
'em.
Go Gators. 877-927-6969. You could also get them on 1230 Gambler, along with the Florida Panthers. If you like Panthers during the hockey, maybe during the holidays, you want to listen to the game, put on 1230 Gambler. After us, it is the News Junkies, and then the Greek Zone will follow today. We're going to get into some bowl games today and talk to maybe one or two handicappers and try to get some picks. And also, we'll talk a little NFL.
Well, we keep talking about things that are going up for auction, and here's something that, well, I don't know. Would Greek like this? Would Franny like it? Would I like it? The original mechanical model for E.T., the extraterrestrial, has snagged a staggering sum, so I guess we can't get it now, huh? The highly desirable film item, for those with very deep pockets, was part of a recent Julian's auction, and TCM presents Icons and Idols Hollywood auction, going for a final bid of $2.56 million, according to the auction house. The number one hero used with the actors, the aluminum alloy skeletal model of E.T., was originally estimated by the auction house to fetch about $2 to $4 million. Bidding started at $500,000. The winner has not been identified yet, but predating modern CGI technology and effects, this is a one-of-a-kind cinematographic relic constructed in 1981, featuring, get this, 85 points of movement, and is regarded as an engineering masterpiece. I could just imagine. It was created by Italian special effects master Carlo Rambaldi. The filming model was operated by 12. It took 12 professional animators to move this thing around, all via a combination of cables connected to electronic apparatus and mechanical elements. During an October reunion with her coach, check this out. You're going to love this. This is such a Jimmy moment. During an October reunion with her co-stars on her self-titled show, Drew Barrymore, she revealed that when she was 7 and filming the movie, she thought the alien was real. She thought it was a real thing.
I thought it was real when I watched
it.
She said, quote, I really loved him in such a profound way. I would
Get
go
it,
to take
get
it. Took lunch to the little guy.
That's funny.
That is pretty funny. $2.56 million for the one of the original ETs that they used to film that movie. Boy, that's pretty wild, huh?
That is. It shows your price tag on that stuff, too. There's always going to be...
this auction stuff, it makes me go back to the Aaron Judge ball that only fetched 1.5.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened?
And that gets 2.6.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I just... you never know what somebody's going to pay for somebody. And, again, if you're a fan, you got tons of money, you want it. I mean, you don't care what it is. The Aaron Judge ball, a lot of people are still talking about it, but I don't know if that guy's personality had something to do with it. In the way he was, that he was so arrogant about it. I don't know if it would have kept the bidding down or not.
Was he? See, I didn't really I didn't get it because I didn't hear his words from it. But I guess it's just the idea that he was offered, $3 million?
And he turned it down.
And he turned it down?
Yeah, he did a couple interviews on, again.
Oh, okay. Did he? All right.
A couple people that I know who are Yankee fans were telling me, and they were happy. They were like, oh, I'm glad he only got 1.5. He turned down 3.
Okay.
But again, everybody looks at things different, like we say.
Yeah.
But when you hear somebody gets $3 million and you say, no way, because I think, and I'm sure he went to experts that he thought that said, $4 or $5 million, because they're all day long. I don't even ask him about it. I take the $3
so it was like, originally 3 and then 2, and then he ended up making 1.5. Like, he got 2 offers prior to that 1.5. And so I was joking around about it with my co-host on the Gator, saying, like, what if it was the same guy who offered him $3 million, and he's the one who got it for 1.5?
Oh, it ended up paying
right?
Yeah,
got it for 1.5.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, he lost more money than that, too, because remember, went to auction. So when you go to auction, you got to pay them, too. So he got to cut out of that.
They got to pay a percentage, yeah.
Yeah, so they got a percentage, and they get a good percentage, by the way. They don't get, something small. They get a nice...
5, 10?
I don't know, Jimmy. I might be even higher.
I didn't know if you, ballparked it.
But I think it could be even higher. And
really?
Because they're doing, again, when they do an auction for anything, they do the presentation, they put out all the press.
Boy, that's really something to consider, especially with an item like this, because you'd have to make significantly more than $3 million in order for that to, pay off in the situation that he was in.
Yeah,
and their mailing list of all their clients who they have, obviously, that, you buy when you go to them, because you're saying, hey, I want to sell this. And you know what? I think it's more than, I don't know. I thought it was more than 10 because I was going to sell the RCA Nipper dog picture. Right. And it was an auction house. And when I talked to them in New York, it was pretty steep.
Yeah. Well, even if it's 10%, you know.
Yeah, it's still
you
a
could just
lot.
probably do it through like a private, I don't know, like
no,
auction or
but I'm
something,
saying
might be
as
cheaper.
far as finding out, like you said, you got to pay.
Yeah, of course. I do have a couple things here at 47142 on the text line. Some have to do with bathrooms. We were talking about bathrooms are about the selfie. Yeah. Some are other things. We have this one. Says, Franny, have a collection of vintage guitars. As of all collectibles, many autographs on guitars are forged and not authentic. You can purchase fake certificates of authenticity on eBay. A signature on a pick guard are the easiest way forgers use. You can purchase an authentic autographed pick guard on eBay and place it on a cheap guitar or sell it 10 times or more of the value of a cheap guitar price. I had many friends come to me with a guitar they purchased, and a lot of time I had to give them the bad news. Scammers suck.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yes.
That's in all memorabilia. They talk about sports.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely.
That's why you got to have a good partner like Palm Beach Autographs.
Yeah.
Really
or actually
let
be
you
there.
know that it's authentic.
Yeah. Or have videos be there. We had the 12 guitars. You actually saw Rick Allen sign one of our guitars.
It's
like
great.
we were there in person, or promotional people were watching him sign the guitar. Somebody else, nicest bathroom I've ever been in. Stuckey's in Yeehaw Junction.
Really? I have
Yeehaw Junction.
They're nice.
Yeah. We have another one. A Walmart bathroom we got in here. We also have Brett from Melbourne listening on the iHeartRadio app. Hey, Franny, Greek, and Jimothy. Happy holidays to you all. The bathroom I remember is a restroom at a park. It had holes in the wall for ventilation.
Nice.
And you could hear the guys calling out Greek's favorite reindeer names.
Awesome.
Money's on the dresser. Dixon. Dixon.
Dixon.
I've been to that bathroom. It's great. Let me
It's
tell
awesome.
you.
There's holes everywhere, and they're calling out Dixon.
That's the holidays.
Nice.
Forget Rockefeller Center. That's where you go.
And then somebody said big ticket items usually pay 30% commission to the auction house.
That's a lot.
Damn.
30% is hot.
And that came through the text line, yes.
Thank you so much.
You got to really make some money.
Yeah.
Jimmy, great job.
Speaking of good bathroom, wasn't there a good one at a Jewel concert at, I think, Financial Amphitheater at one time? No?
Oh, I
No?
heard about that story.
Yeah,
it was not me,
Yeah,
but I know
that's-
that story very
That was
well.
a nice bathroom, too.
Yes.
Jimmy, great job as always. Thanks for all your help with the contest, everything you do with the blog, behind the scenes, in front of a microphone. Great working with you, buddy. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Greek. Thank you, Francis. And thank you for listening.
Franny, great job as always. Thanks for handling the text line, helping us out with the blog, and doing a great job behind the scenes. Every day when you come in this studio, the stock rises.
Thank you, of course. It's always a pleasure. Jimmy, I know the gun fingers. G-Man, and of course, you out there. Thank you so much for sticking it out with us for 4 hours on the Penthouse.
Yeah, thank God.
Thank you, right? I know not all of
please,
you,
thank you.
but the ones who are. Thank you. Not you. G-Man. You got
Tomorrow
party words?
we're gonna kick this around. If you have to buy a gift, for me, if I go shopping early, you get a better gift. If you're on my list at the end, I lose patience. And that's not a great thing.
All right.
So hopefully,
Lose patience from what?
I know you're the one who's waiting till the end.
I know. Well, I'm saying on my list.
Wow.
Okay.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Greek logic.
I'm gonna get those reindeer right tomorrow. I promise.
Oh, God.
Or I'll try. Bye. Bye-bye.
This must be why God created YouTube. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies will remain partly to mostly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Wednesday. Temperatures right around the mid-70s through the afternoon. Some scattered rainfall is still possible throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be nearly as widespread as this morning. Expect us to be drier into Thursday, but we are a little warmer with highs near 80 tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
To hear good old-fashioned storytelling, listen to Red Pilled America, where this week we tell the remarkable story of how a 1,500-year-old saint transformed into the jolly old soul from the North Pole. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar Lounge 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio